Well, it was quieter. Oh. Okay. Jeez, it's already March 15th. And this time I'm going to have alcohol. Mead. Reminds me of like a one of those old like Tom and Jerry cartoons or something. It's weird just some of the distortions you can get. If you kind of let it sit there, your brain starts to adjust and sees it for like what that, but then look at that shit. Anyway, so I've made one of these for a little bit. I was trying to make like one a week, and it's been like a month, so thought I'd throw one together quick. The poll I did was for a really short one.
You look like shit.
Nice and easy. Oh, warning that there will be explicit words.
Shit.
Hit that one.
Shit.
I don't know what to actually have him do with that. A lot of them I've just been doing where he just kind of like says it. I'll worry about that later. So, so I'm gonna, yeah, I think I'm just gonna do lip syncing as it is and deal with it from there. Hello, Red Wings. How's it going? If I'm doing lip syncing, I don't want to have speaking audio. I also don't want this long. I only need like Twitter is loops at 7 seconds and under, or is it 6.5, something like that. So I want to keep it right around there.
You look like shit.
Okay. I wonder if there's some kind of audio bit to put before it. Like hey or something. What would be under hey? I'm doing well. It's Friday. It was a pretty good week. My work wife has quit. My I'm single, but for at work, the lady I worked with is very closely. Was her last day today, so it's gonna be an interesting next couple of weeks.
Nice.
Okay, so there's
Negatory. No way, Jose. No siree, Bob.
so that's not what I'm looking for. I don't think there's anything I just like hey, because most of the times you're hanging out with those people. Nice negative.
Bring it up. Let's move. All right. Time to go. Come on, let's go. Over there. I'll follow you.
What would they call it? I tried looking up earlier, like a hello.
Shit. Get ready. Incoming. Damn it. Behind you. Right. I got your back.
Hurt minor doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound like him. That sounds like a chick. Wait. Okay, and the Emmy Award goes to...
Hurry! I think we got a chance. All right. We just might make it. You know, everybody have. Yeah! Nothing can. They can't stop us. All right.
No.
Help! I need some help over here.
That sounds desperate. Going to die? No. Why would it say hey or hello or I don't even know if there is any.
Trust me. If we meet it, most people do. What?
That implies beginning.
What's so funny? Groovy. Fantastic. Call these freaks whatever you want. Hey, Lewis, you look like shit.
That's actually the voice sound I'm using.
There's the tracks. You know what? How the hell do you know? Uh-oh, watch out. What if just your beard starts to turn? Can I shoot long enough to know you? I'm coming, Bill. Oh, hey, that is uncalled for. He puked on me. Follow me. This way. Come on. Follow me. I got the. Well, hell, this way, kids.
Oh, I thought maybe like, hey, follow me. Damn.
Now, we're on. Whoa! No! Whoa! Whoa! Oh, no! Whoa! 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 Whoa!
I wonder if something like that would work. That's way over here.
Whoa! You look like shit.
It's the tone of voice that drops.
You look like shit.
It goes from way too high to lower. Oh, you know what? Actually, maybe he does. Let me see if I can just. Oh wow.
Hey, Lou. Hey, Lou.
Oh, see, this could be difficult though because he says "Hey, Lewis" and it's combined.
Hey, Lou.
So, if I were to do that, it would be something like.
Hey. Hey.
Yeah, it would be really, really hard to cut it off.
You look.
Yeah, good idea. Actually, I didn't even think of that.
You look like shit.
But it actually doesn't work. Close though.
Whoa! Oh no! No! Get your I need help! This is it! I can't get your rock off! Go! Move! Get down! I'm not water! Whoa! Oh yeah? Yeah, steam's off. Oh yeah? Whoa! Zoe must have shot the...
You know, actually, I think I might have tried this one.
Whoa! You look like shit! Whoa! You look like shit!
That one actually could work.
Whoa! You look like Whoa! You look like shit!
That actually could work. I'm okay with that one. Whoa is going to be a hard one though, because the mouth isn't. Because if you look on the mouth here, the open part of the jaw starts back here, and if you think about whoa, that's a lot of pucker, and I think the most pucker I can get on this face, and it's not a limitation for what I've added, it's limitation in that it's just the mouth is so far back, and it's actually the way it is. If you have like a cartoonish character, you can usually stretch it way farther forward because the colors are all bland and the same, so there's no showing of a texture pulling that far forward, but here there's too much detail. Oops. Yeah, like here, yeah, there's not much I can do, but usually you just pull it back further and it makes up for it. So let's give this a shot. Okay, come on. Thought that was what it was. Oh. Hold on. Somebody's gonna be coming over during the stream, so. Okay, so.
You look like shit.
Is this actually working the way it's supposed to now?
Whoa. You look like shit.
Okay, good. Before it would be that when the volume was on, it was the full volume. When it was muted, it would go off what's in the meter, which I kind of liked that feature. But I guess it's fixed now. Okay.
What?
Okay, so we need a W. So it starts right here, and this button ends there. So we're gonna have this gradually pull up to that. So whoa would be, we're gonna do pucker. We're gonna do loops out a little bit, and I need to have the jaw easy access. I almost want to move the jaw to the facial flexes and make it a lot easier, being that I'm using it for not just extra motions but actual other bits too. So I'm gonna move the like that. Okay, and then this is gonna go whoa.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Okay. And by the end of this, it needs to be back at the same sound. So we're gonna grab all the facial bones, or playhead it to lock that all there.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Okay, so now I'm gonna fix it up a little bit in the middle here. So up through about this point, I feel that the jaw should be further forward. And then as it goes, that it actually goes further. Yeah, we'll go further backwards. And also maintain open.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Okay, we're gonna speed this part up a little bit.
Wow.
Okay, a little bit more.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, and then hold it here too. So there is a, no, I get it wrong. It's the hold one.
Wow. Wow.
And anytime I want to have a sound that, like, because you have your E's and your it, the sound that you're gonna have teeth in, and the sounds that don't have teeth. So but since the mouth is really bad at that because of how the teeth are set up, I did add bones originally that are teeth in, just pulls the teeth in, and teeth out that are more for showing the teeth. So in this case, because it's wah, it's not a teeth sound. So I wanted to do teeth in.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Okay, and now I'm going to put the lips up here.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Okay. I'm going to take a guess at this too. So the lips front, I'm going to do that.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
And I'm going to say that the back part of them goes up.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Okay, I'm then going to take this little area right here and extend it.
Wow. Wow.
Nope. This little part.
Oh.
So I want to have it just stay open a little bit longer.
Oh. Wow.
Yep, that looks a lot better.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's always gonna look bad.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Okay, I'm gonna say, ooh, like whoop. Ugh. Ugh. Not do that button again.
Whoa.
I'm gonna say, it's open a little bit.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Let's see if I can keep the pucker up a little bit more here. Okay, I have to be careful because I don't want to actually affect that. Okay, I'm gonna keep it. It's gonna be up a little bit more at that point, but then I'm gonna go and put stretch up.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
He sounds so uncaring.
You look.
All right.
You. Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna go till about
Yeah.
there.
Oh. You.
Okay, so is it you or ya?
You look.
It's ya. That's different than you. You and ya are different sounds. So, yeah. This is why dragons is. Well, and actually, I could. If you just have them open and shut, it's fine. Really, it's the main facial flexes that matter with talking are pucker, or your ability to move the lips forwards, grin, or just the ability to show the teeth, and then up and down, or open and close. That's it. If everything that's outside of that range is just extra, or you adding more details. I've done it before where I just puppeteered. So, because normally you're going through here like frame by frame and trying to put the super detailed facial stuff, and the dragon's mouths aren't really built to do human stuff, so you just approximate. But if you really want to do lazy, you just grab either the jawbone or the flex for it, and there's something called puppeteering. So while I have everything selected, I can hit play. But if I'm holding on to a bone or a flex at that time, I can keep manipulating it while it's playing. So, like here, and I've done this before. I'm just gonna grab this part.
You look like shit.
So I'm gonna grab this bone now, and I'm gonna hit spacebar for play.
You look like shit.
Well, that's super drastic. Let's try reducing that a little bit.
You look like shit.
So
you look like shit.
It's bad on here because doing an actual bone like this is. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me stretch it to here. If I stretch it further away, it's a lot easier to manage. Oh, I gotta actually have it.
You look like shit. You look like shit.
So, I've done that before where I did all the mouth movement like that, then I did all the pucker on another playthrough, and I did all the grin on another playthrough. It was super rough, but it was a great base that allowed me to just do some small adjustments to clean it up. The other difficulty with doing that is normally your reaction time to whatever it is like a couple frames later, so whatever you do, you have to shift the whole thing like 2 or 3 frames to the left, because when your brain is picking up to do all the motions, it's already like 2 or 3 frames ahead. So, but in this case,
wow.
I'm not gonna do that. It's not that much audio compared to some of the other models I work with. It's you're looking at like 60 flexes sometimes between all the different options that you have. Lip syncing gets super detailed, but then super time consuming. The reason I like this is because it's so, and the reason I made it like this was because I only have, is that 8 flexes and then a couple extra bones. The bones themselves allow a lot of flexibility, but they're not super, well, they're pretty important. And then the jaw is just up and down, or I can do whatever I want with him. It's looks normal from this angle, and then it's like, oh, ow. It's like knock. Let me give his tongue. Oh, Raslos. Alright, that will undo your pain. There we go.
Oh, you.
Poor Raslos.
Wow. You look. Oh. You.
Okay, so ya, yi is a pucker with the teeth.
You.
Can't make it too strong because it's such. It's how many frames is this? From here. 3 frames. So, oh, actually, I should fix that. Okay, now we're running at 60. Now I got like a whole bunch of frames to work with. Perfect. Well, kind of. I still don't want to do too much. Working with just a couple frames, it's going to be hard. Okay. Nice thing is, though, if I have everything selected, so let's do this. I can't do that one then. Okay, so we're going to go, yeah. So we're going to do, well, we already got a lot of the pucker. So do that. We're going to open a little bit. It's going to be a teeth type one, so we're going to do teeth out. But by doing that, I might need to open it up a little bit more. We're going to move the bones down a little bit. We need to have this teeth showed more.
Yeah. You look. Oh. You. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so yell. So I gotta know the first sound and the second sound. So yell, yeah, yell. So it'd be a forward
You. You. You look. You. You. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. Yell. Okay, we're 2 feet out.
Yeah.
I do have to fix these bones. This bone's connected to the teeth, so I have to make sure if I ever play with these, I have to go kind of straight up and down.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we go open. So I'm not gonna worry about pucker right now. Just the timing.
You look.
Look. So this is gonna be a back. This is gonna be definitely teeth. So we're gonna do open, teeth out. It's probably gonna be backwards too. I'm not gonna worry about that part right now. So I just want to have the teeth showing pretty heavily. So we're gonna put them right there. No, about there. And we're gonna do stretch a little bit. There. Nope. We're gonna do the angry look. Hello. Is this Cinco de Mayo?
Here's your candy. Free candy. Get out.
There's a romance in darkness. I got a free phone. Oh, it stopped it. I'm sorry.
Don't look at my porn on there. Don't look at my porn. Oh, it's already locked. Ha!
What's your password?
I won't tell you.
Use fingerprint. I want to try that.
Yeah, you can use a fingerprint and just go for it.
No match. Okay, I thought it was your doppelganger.
Oh, for a moment.
How many times can I try before it bricks it?
It won't break it. Actually, don't try.
You invited.
I said something, but then I didn't mean it after all. Where did you get to?
I forgot. Is it Cinco de Mayo or something?
No.
What is it? Because I thought somebody said it was like.
It's St. Patrick's Day.
Close enough. it's
St. Patrick's Day. By the way, there's a $10 there. You.
Was that the only one in the fridge?
Yes, it was.
Because I grabbed the other two.
Oh, is it? I was scared for a moment.
Okay.
Because it was way at the back.
No, I.
Okay, well, I got the most important part. Vodka and green.
Oh, I'm like.
Didn't even.
I'm
know
like
what
you
I was
making
looking at
pudding.
Right there. Maybe we could do pudding. And I also got
orange
vanilla Coke.
You never know.
You never know. It could be great, or it could literally be the devil. So that's that.
I'm gonna go with devil, but even the devil's delicious.
Yes, the devil.
Irish Cinco de Mayo. I agree with
Irish Cinco de Mayo. That's about right. So we have many boozes.
Okay, so I need to see, can I change this midway through? Is it going to kill it kills part of the audio. Let me see if I can fix that again.
What's the clip you're working with tonight?
I am... If it work? I think so. Yes, it does. Okay, sweet.
There's this.
Oh my god. There's so much booze. It's just got like alcohol. It's mad over here. The madness.
You look like.
So what's the video clip or the audio clip you're using?
I did a Twitter poll.
Oh, let me hear it. I didn't see it.
You look like shit.
Well, there we go. Good enough.
Mm-hmm. It's warm in here. For some reason, my apartment's been 80 degrees. Okay. It's just really weird streaming without a headset on.
Whoa.
I'm gonna turn down my audio a little bit and turn yours up. Oh, that's too much. No, that's fine. You guys can take it.
Whoa. Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
I already had started on one.
You already had one of them?
No, I've already started on one. But
Or you already started on one.
did you ever peel back the sticker on this thing?
You already told me about that. It's dry
You can see
apple,
it. You can see an apple.
It's apple.
It's an apple.
It's apple. Apple. I can't get one crap in my pocket. Apple.
So I have need. Oh, hey, Blutterblah. Yes, it is. It is a pony. His name is Pony. Want to change stream title?
No. No, we're done. We're done now.
It's close enough. His name is Pony. Or I will.
His name is Harold. Harold
There.
the cat.
He is Pony.
Oh, did you just name him Pony?
Pony.
Well, then he.
Pony.
Pony.
Whoa. You look.
Oh yeah, I need more glasses.
You. Yeah.
I wonder if I can open his mouth a little bit more. I don't think. I think the last time I changed the stream name was like 2 years ago. So I'm not gonna start now.
You look.
Yeah, that's too much.
You. You look. You look.
Okay, can I do? Oh, haha. It might be slightly dirty, but check to the left of the cabinet in the little hangy thing. To the left of the cups. Out, not in the cabinet, on the outside of the cabinet. There's probably one over there.
There's a car key in it. It says Florida.
Yeah. I thought I had another one over here too. No, I don't.
You look like.
Amusing.
You look. You.
I was thinking of mixing the orange Coke with the whiskey and see if we can make ourselves vomit.
Actually, I don't think that'd be that bad.
I think it would be.
When you got cherry Coke.
I got a cherry Coke. Well, I have more out in the car, but
Oh.
I brought in one cherry Coke because I didn't know if you wanted cherry Coke. I didn't know if that was on your docket.
My docket?
Yeah. Yeah, the ass end of a pony. Or a document.
Pull that one a little bit forward here. Try to more graphical.
Margo, I gave you those little juice things like 2 years ago in White Elephant. You still haven't had them. They're gonna grow teeth in there.
That's fine. I'm aging it. This is gonna be too fast.
Oh, this actually isn't cold.
I might have to blend some of these a little bit. Trying to make it the exact sounds isn't gonna work. Look, yes. Well, it's these little like baby drink. I don't know what it is. It's like Rainbow Dash head drink. It's the head, and then it has a little like suckle at the top, and it's apple juice or something. And I was like a White Elephant from years ago, and it's just sitting on my fridge.
It's literally just.
I see it every day, and every day I look at it and go, "Hey, that's still there."
Okay. Mm-hmm. Herb. Here comes the Irish. Get a famine and all.
Okay, so I could probably copy exactly what this is, except for open.
That was a satisfying book. Wait, no. Incorrect order. Terrifying how tippy that is. A little terrifying how tippy that is.
That's not my coaster's problem. Is it? Okay, maybe it is. Here, we're gonna swap
Warp
this
the
thing
coaster.
with love.
Ooh.
Okay, that feels better.
I'm gonna do some of the same.
I don't know if I want you doing chemistry with alcohol over my bed.
Look like you look.
Oh, don't know that. Actually, I wonder if I can just cheat the hell out of this. Kind of. I don't know why that's Cinco de Mayo. Is it actually St. Patrick's Day?
It's on Sunday.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
How can you not pay attention to the Lord's drinking day?
The Lord's drinking day?
St. Patrick, dude.
But that's not the Lord.
It's associated.
It's close enough.
It's close enough.
Why is your mouth all green?
I had to get open the die somehow.
I love dye. What is this?
You love dye.
Is it just vodka with...
Green food coloring. Happy St. Patrick's Day!
It's just pure vodka?
That was a lot of green. Go on!
Oh, you're not even on camera.
Oh.
Your mouth is literal. Oh my god. There's more food coloring than alcohol in this
there's
thing.
not.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
It looks like you killed the Oscar. That's what I'm
drink
thinking.
it. Look at St. Patrick's Day.
Hello. Slow mode voice. What is slow mode voice?
That
Oh yeah, that you should trust me. Yeah, that's been half my. It's so much green. Oh, okay. That's actually some good vodka.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It was very green.
Very green. Very, very green. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Instead
and
of eating
all a drunkenness.
Did you get the food coloring at the liquor store?
No.
Oh. I'm going to say that actually would be a good business plan.
$45 going with green food coloring. Technically it's supposed to be green beer, but I didn't want to ruin the mead with it.
Mm-hmm.
Or the cider. It's not worth it.
Yeah, when I was at the liquor store, I go to get the mead, and I saw 3 of them. I'm like, okay, well, Kyle's going to get here, so I'm going to grab the 2. So he grabs the 1.
You need to smash the glass and yell for another. It's tradition. No, that's from the movie Thor. People don't do that.
I'm not breaking it on my floor.
It's also really tough since he has carpet and then plastic, so it'd be pretty tough.
Yeah, if you throw something hard enough.
Yeah, if you landed it right on the edge, probably get it pretty decent. So he does have a good set of twofers though. They need brushing.
For some reason, I don't know why the bone for this one, because this was one preset, is connected to the teeth.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh.
I don't know why they have it done that way. But I like that bone, because if you just go like that direction, it's fine.
Blurty blah, I don't even know who you are in real life, but it's not worth a try, Kappa. Who's Blurty blah? Do I know that guy?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
He's the mainstay in the stream and a cool dude.
Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. Unhappy face indeed. I could read it fine. It's just more hard to read around the like boom.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's why I have it where I have to place it just in the right spot. Oh, here. I can... Oh, here. How's that?
That's perfect. That's perfect. Everyone else from before him. School bus stops here.
So just trying to...
Hey, he has elf ears.
Yeah, I know. Sadly, there's no control for them.
Damn. If you made him waggle his ears like in the movie Elf, that'd be great.
No, there's no bone for it. I mean, no.
Didn't you make a bunch of bones?
I made bones for his mouth. I didn't do it for his ear. His ears don't talk.
They could.
They could, yes.
I'm sure the texture is actually all related anyways. I don't think it would actually... I don't think there's probably anything behind it.
Well, there's up through...
yeah, that's not really... Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's right attached, so there's no wiggle.
A lot of this stuff is not built for what I'm trying to do. No. Like, even the eyes aren't built for some of the motions I do, because they actually have this... That's part of the texture.
Oh, yeah. Well, so you're never supposed to see this close up.
Well, I think most of the times his eyes are just going in small motions, but I have a fixed version.
Green. What is green for you? Watermelon? Or...
Green for me what?
Yeah, like what's the flavor of green? Watermelon or apple?
I hope not watermelon, because I hate watermelon. So they're giving me the choice, celery.
Celery? I love the taste of, like, weed water.
There. So, yeah. So I did modify the eyes to remove that. So it's not as pronounced. Oh, well, I guess that is probably the butt map. But I cleaned the texture, too. So it's not there anymore. Because then you can look up and down and not have to worry. We had him earlier doing, like...
Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. He's going good. He's got it. Yeah, that's right. He is the king.
Hold on, we gotta go back
Snap.
around.
He's got it going on.
He's got an itch.
He's got it going on. It's good.
Actually, you know what I'm kind of curious about? Mac. That's wrong.
Whoa! Wow, I wasn't paying attention for just long enough. He looks like a fucking orc war boss. That's awesome.
Oi, we gonna get them guns, yeah! More DACA! Them guns good enough for Orc and Mork. They got more guns than the mechas. I'm gonna have to.
I don't know. He looks upset.
That is some turkey neck going on.
Look at him. Look at the double chin. He almost got more double chins than Nader does. Oh no!
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Undo it. You have to keep it.
No, because it was affecting it the whole timeline. I think.
It was affecting the timeline.
Oi! Oh, his eyes are busted still.
No, it's perfect.
There we go. Now he's okay again.
You look like shit. You look like.
You don't look like shit.
Wow. You look like shit.
I don't like how much the jaw is moving here.
You look.
Maybe you're just having flashbacks already. It's only been 30 seconds.
I think I just need to bounce or smooth out one of those areas.
You look like. You look.
Okay, I think it's here.
You look like. Look like.
Y'all look like shit. Which one is he saying it to? You or me?
Yes. The choices for the poll were: you look like shit. I hate the cold. I think it's like let's break stuff, and I can't remember.
That's a weird one. That last one, I mean.
I can't remember. Let's see here.
That's some hardcore shipping going on.
God, I did this poll a while ago. Before that or after that. Yeah. Let's go break stuff. I hate your good feelings.
I hate the cold. You look like shit.
And that one won. So
By barely edging out, let's go break stuff.
no, it was ahead by 5%.
Barely edging out.
You have a weird definition for edging out.
That's because I voted for don't break shit. So let's go break shit. Yeah. You look like... Oh, you look like some shite there, son.
It's relevant.
What? Oh god, you got the twitches. What's happening over there?
No stretch. Two down. Okay, so tooth gotta be bar. No, this is like that. I do the tongue at the end.
Tongue.
You look like...
Cat's going on a rampage. It's everywhere. And done. The whole circuit.
Well, he usually looks at me and is like, lap. And I go, no. And he
Not
goes,
today.
I don't give a shit. Earlier he was like, lap. And then he was being so annoying, he started biting me because I wasn't giving him what he wanted. I'm like, that's going to work.
You're going to go on the floor then.
Gave him the boot.
Kicky? Yeah, that's not right. There you go.
Kiki? I like Kiki.
It's the... You can't spell the night. Re? What do you mean re? There's nothing to re about. Your booze.
Okay, still open.
If I verbally can't spell, then that's a problem. Or if you can't verbally spell, that's the problem. That's what these... Everything to read about. I don't know, but you did it back, which is beautiful.
Okay, so then...
My hands are covered in green, Denise. I strangled the leprechaun.
Are you Irish?
No, I strangled the leprechaun.
It's Cinco de Mayo.
Why are you
It's
Irish?
Cinco de Mayo. Viva la Mexico!
It's not Cinco de Mayo. That's 5th of May.
5th of May.
Close enough.
How do you know that date?
Cinco means 5. Day means of. And Mayo.
Stop using logic.
Yeah, you don't have it. No, I don't believe you.
I studied Spanish. Shut up.
I don't care.
Fuck you.
You and your fancy mathematics.
I do translations.
No, you request translations.
Yeah, but I do them. I don't actually translate them, but I do them.
At least Blurdy Blah got a sensible chop goal. You only got one, though. Red Wing, you're Spanish? I'm so sorry. No, I don't mean it like that. Great that you're Spanish. I'm sorry that I insulted you. Both times.
That was one of the most privileged white person things I've ever heard you say.
Don't you start with me. You're also white. You can't.
No. I'm just gonna say screw it. I'm just gonna go forward here.
That was a good save, wasn't it? It was a beautiful save. Don't worry, I'm here for bad comic relief and bad comic relief only.
He's good at it.
I'm very good at it. My jaw doesn't move backwards when I say shit. Oh, kind of does a little
If
bit.
it goes forward and then it follows up with backwards. So it's like, it's about being drastic.
Yeah. Yeah, he really doesn't have more forward jaw. Because his little nose thingy locks in for decent. Oh, it actually has no little thing and it goes like boop. His little nose thing goes boop.
What?
His little nose thing goes boop.
You got to do like.
Oh,
What?
Let's get the Nostralis. What do you have?
I have ice cream from Colors.
Is that where you all went?
No.
Is that where you went?
Yes. Dude.
I went to Culver's today too.
I've been crazy. Oh, you did?
I didn't go get sugar. I got walleye.
Because it's Lent.
I'm not Christian. Spanish? No, that's the
What
other
is
one.
with you in Spanish today?
I don't know. It's just
No, I
I
totally forgot.
walked into the mariachi song.
I
so.
totally forgot, but the brewery was so packed with people because of St. Patrick's Day. Oh my god!
So what is it? Is Lent's a Christian thing and not a Jewish thing, right?
I thought it was Catholic. I'm not sure. But
Catholic?
anyway, you're not supposed to have meat on Fridays.
Like Roman Catholic? Or...
I don't know. I mean, basically, you're just not supposed to have meat on Fridays. You're supposed to have like fish instead.
Oh, well, fish is good for you.
For 40 days.
40 days.
It's just the Fridays though, so it's only like 4 Fridays or 5 Fridays.
Oh, not 40 Fridays. 40 days of 4 Fridays.
Well, what you're supposed to do for Lent is you're supposed to give up something for 40 days. And I think you can only have it 1 day a week, but a lot of people just don't have it. And then Fridays you're not supposed to eat meat, but you're supposed to eat fish. But yeah, anyway.
Shit.
And all you hear after that is shit.
I wonder if you can give up breathing for Lent.
A lot of people give up some sort of food like sugar
But that doesn't happen very
or
often.
swearing. That's it.
But you're from Spain, not Mexico or anything. Well, see, that's perfectly fine. I've heard very good things about Spain.
Actually, we were just talking about that.
He knows. He knows. He's a privileged white male.
I've never been, but I've heard your country is beautiful.
Actually, I have.
I heard we may or may not have bombed it once or twice.
No, actually, I've heard. I had a.
World War II, you know.
My boss recently was over there in Barcelona and
yeah.
stuff, and she says it's absolutely gorgeous.
I would actually like to go to Spain at some point. The whole European area, I would love to go to at some point in my life.
Oh my god, I love the name Blur de Blah.
Wow.
That's actually
Don't make fun of him. He's cool.
No, I just love the name. I actually think it's very smart.
Do you need another one, or do you want something else, or?
No, niece is in the way.
I am the gopher.
What?
Getting all the
You want me
drinks
to
from
not be
Massa.
Wow. You look like shit.
That's just
You look
mean.
like shit. You look.
I feel like,
You wanted to meat, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I feel like
Because meat is good.
look like, so between look and like, I feel like this isn't really needed.
You look like shit.
No, it kind of. I think it just needs to be smooth.
You look like shit.
Here you go, Massa.
Yeah.
Master.
No, not
It's
Massa.
not cold enough.
Not
Give me
Massa.
another.
Not cold enough.
I guess the brownie tasted like a cucumber.
No, actually, I would do want to visit the EU sometime
Yeah.
in the next couple of
You
years.
look like
Oh yeah, Red Wing. I 100% am just fucking kidding. I
Yeah.
would love to go to Spain and stuff. It sounds like a really fun place to
Our
go.
country has some neat stuff, but it,
Not quite the
besides
same.
that, it gets boring. It's
Well,
the
we
mistake.
We got the
lived there our
Grand.
whole
We
lives,
got the
so-
Grand Canyon.
No, the Grand Canyon sucks. We were there. It's just like, hey, you know that picture you saw? It's that.
Well, you have to go down into the Grand Canyon,
But then you're just looking up and it looks like walls.
but it's for hiking. That's
But
what the
no,
Grand Canyon is.
To me, the best, when we were out in Utah, like Zion National Park,
Yes.
Arches,
I've never been.
Goblin, which was a small little state park.
I want to go back there for Halloween and dress up in a costume.
But no, there was some really
It's
cool
a
stuff
thing.
out there. But to me, the Grand Canyon is grand, but it's just a canyon.
Oh yeah. You're supposed to go like into the Grand Canyon
No.
and wander around.
No, well, we
We
didn't
tried
help.
going to the north.
We went to
part.
the South Rim, and we got to see it as normal. We went to the North Rim. It was in a blizzard.
Oh.
How
It was
far in
neat.
front of us could we see about a foot?
I took a picture. You see a piece of stone and then white. That was it.
It was a great picture.
It was neat, but it was kind of a waste. But I mean, that trip had we'd be like we went to Bryce Canyon and Bryce was neat. But when we got there was a blizzard, and then the next morning we went there it was 70. Same spot.
It sounds like Minnesota.
Fantastic. It was just.
It was more crazy than
It was
Minnesota.
crazy.
My stomach had a hard time dealing with the craziness of the weather.
Whoa, you look like shit.
I'm just gonna keep that. Say fuck it. Okay.
Fuck it.
We love you, Rathalos. He's
All
just
right.
kind of cute.
Look at him. He's aggressive.
B-E, aggressive.
Look at him.
He's
Denise.
Stop T-posing.
Aggressive. Be frightened. No hugging. Aggressive
What?
instead.
You want a hug?
No. Aggressive. Aggression. Although I guess
That
he...
just told me you wanted a hug.
I guess he is Wyvern T-posing. It's probably not as aggressive.
Isn't it Wyvern?
Shut up, my pronunciation. My pronunciation doesn't need help.
Your pronunciation?
Look it. Your pronunciation made his green dark.
Okay. So now I need to put him in something where he states this.
Yes.
Oh,
Hug
we
the
need-
aggression out of him. I will love
He won't let me. He'd probably push me away.
Okay.
I'll tip your milkshake over.
It's a corporate mixer.
Oh, no.
It's not a milkshake.
I kind of like the idea of having him look at the camera, but I don't like the idea of the mouth being looked at straight on, because straight on. So this is what the lip syncing looks like from the side.
Whoa, you look like shit.
You go to the front, and it's not the same.
Whoa, you look like shit.
Very good though.
You look like
No, I'm not happy with it right now. But when I put it in context, it
Dude,
probably
I've
looks better.
seen so many people do lip syncing and you do pretty damn good job.
Yeah, well, that's
Take
fine.
the compliment.
No.
Whoa.
So, where can I put him in? Well, I could have him look in a mirror with something. But that might be complicated, because a mirror would have to require turning towards it, would be at least 30 degrees from behind, and also there's no mirror in SFM, so it probably wouldn't work. I can probably just throw him in a generic situation, which is what I've been doing lately.
Eric's good.
Um,
Can we make a model of Kyle and just put him in there?
well, I can have him looking at somebody and calling them that, saying they look like shit. I thought about calling the person who's watching that they look like shit, because
We
it
should
demoralize your viewers.
But we should make a model of Kyle just so we can say, wow, you look like shit.
Yeah, that sounds like
you look like shit.
that sounds like weeks of work for no reason.
I know,
can do
I'm teasing.
I could do it.
Because Kyle's here and I can do it.
What could I have him say looks like shit?
A pile of shit.
Theresa May.
The Sonic from the movie?
Yes!
Topical. Topical.
Okay,
No,
I
I
was a
don't-
Sonic fan and that just...
No, I don't.
Isn't it horrific?
Yes.
What character designer smoked pot and then drew that? And then made it into a 3D model?
I don't like having it be
I don't understand.
so
Sonic the Pokemon.
specific to a situation, because then it's only relevant for a short bit. I like a lot of these because they're relevant to so many different things.
Well, fine, Argo.
So I think I'll just stick with the viewer. Because of that, we need to grab... Okay, so not face, not jaw. But not import animation. Import sequence. Idle.
It's terrible. Terrible. It's terrible. It's really fucking bad.
Oh my god, did you
It's
get one of those
warm.
orange Cokes?
Share the germs.
Did you get an orange Coke?
Yeah, you want one?
No.
I don't think anybody else will.
Yuck.
It included sugars just in this one bottle is 110% of your daily allowance.
Holy
Oh my
It says
God.
total sugar is 55 grams. Included 55 grams added sugars.
Look at how much natural sugar comes from Coke.
Nope.
It kind of tastes like an orange creamsicle, though. But bad.
Actually, that's not bad.
It's okay.
But also, I cut out sugar, so to
Terrible.
me, that's just really, really sweet.
Oh, wait, that was the whole plan. Ruining your whiskey.
Oh my word.
Oh yeah, whiskey.
Wow.
There we go.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, I forgot this breaks his eyes.
Probably should have opened up a new one before I did all that. I should have given you a new one.
What?
It's dead.
New bottle.
I don't care. I don't even smell orange.
No,
it
I
just
don't
smells
smell
like whiskey.
I smell orange.
I'm terrified of this. The Coke wasn't that good to begin with.
This is literally just pure whiskey with.
It was only a little bit of whiskey too, so it just.
And
smells
these aren't
like
even
whiskey.
shot glasses. You're putting shots in lowball glasses.
You only had one shot glass and it had a pair of keys in it,
That's my.
and it said Florida on it. Who buys a shot glass that says Florida on it?
I'm not taking a shot of this. This is way too much.
It's a twofer.
More like a
Actually, that
four-fer.
isn't that
That's
bad.
not that
though.
actually bad. Yeah, the whiskey actually kind of helps.
No, actually, that's like really
It's
smooth.
not that actually bad.
Yeah, that's really bad.
That's really bad.
He can't talk tonight. I don't.
Apparently.
Chug,
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 chug.
chug.
No, it's serviceable. The orange actually is completely overrun by the whiskey. Which
No, I can
is
taste
kind
it a
of
little
okay.
bit.
It's a little bit, but I mean, like with the bottle of orange, I don't know. It's meh. I'm also not very doing the sugar thing for a long time, so this is a little bit.
Yeah, it's
Cherry Coke and whiskey.
Yeah,
though, is
I'm
really
not doing the sugar thing either.
To me, it's
good. Did you
it's-
already eat all of that?
Yeah.
dude. Have you seen me? With
Michael's
ice
been
cream?
trying to eat healthy. What's he gonna do?
Michael's been working a lot on his house.
That's a bad excuse.
Oh.
Okay, ice fixed.
That was not bad. I'm actually okay with the whiskey in that. I was expecting it to be like
Having it be
Curdling.
cold might work better, but it's a warm whiskey with a warm Coke.
yeah, you have to. Well, I mean, exactly, yes, but when you drink a cold Coke, you taste cold effervescence and not the Coke.
I like Coke though.
I really don't care whether it's a Coke or a Pepsi, to be honest. As long as it's.
I used to be
flavorful.
Pepsi, but I feel like it was just me being like anti-Coke. But I think Coke is a better brand. The only thing I don't like about
I like
Coke
Pepsi
is it's
more.
overly carbonated.
For what?
Coke
For
is
Coke?
super carbonated.
Yeah, well, yeah. I am also not a huge fan of Coke when it comes to that. I like Pepsi. I like the flavor of Pepsi.
Okay, so we need to set up a camera now. So let's put it here.
Put it in his butt. Put it
I
in
gotta
his
do it
butt.
before the alcohol kicks in, because otherwise it's gonna be really hard.
Put it at his butt.
Does it even have a butt?
Look at it.
It's all tail.
Nope. Underneath. He's got one. He has to. No.
Wait. Hold on. I can make this better.
Achoo. Achoo.
Okay, make sure I didn't break something.
Wow. You look like shit.
Okay, then. Okay, cool. Alright, so technically when you add a rig, it adds this fun little bone called hips.
I swear I'm gonna think of that 20 years from now and be like,
boom, 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 boom.
Oh my god.
Boom, boom, boom.
Look at his leg. Look at his leg, Denise.
shake that booty.
This is great, Argo.
Oh my.
Argo, we found the new the Scalies. Their fetish is just your viewer count. Look at the viewer count rise.
Yes, it's
We
totally...
went down 4.
Where
No,
It's over there.
the rigs
Stats.
always add in where the
Oh.
pelvis is given a separate rig bone called hips, where it does not affect everything around it, and it just moves the pelvis.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought
That
you were going
is
to say called hips
beautiful.
where it doesn't lie.
Look at all those people. Look at them all. Like, streaming in.
It's actually surprisingly good with the orange, though.
There.
But it might just be that the orange is overridden by the vanilla, and that's all you taste.
See, we gained 1. As soon as a new one joined, shake the butt again.
Check the butt. Oh, shake the butt.
Shake that ass for me. Shake that ass for me. Come on, girl. Shake that ass for me. Shake that ass for me.
Raphael Willis is
let's-
a guy.
On guy, shake that
Hold
ass
on.
for me. That is
You don't have to
really
sing
gay.
it all over again.
I'll make it okay. I'll make
What?
it. I'll make it okay.
You'll make it okay. Make it okay.
Breathless, you're okay.
Oh, that person left. That's okay.
I can't blame them.
Wait, what?
That update is takes about a minute.
I know it does. I can't blame them for what?
One strangest slip joint I've been to.
Oh, he gave you bits.
Stip joint.
Strangest
Oh,
strip.
Blurt,
I think he meant to say strip.
Blurtabout throws money at me for some reason.
Is that a money mark?
That's,
Stop it.
isn't that bits?
Yeah.
What's
That
a
is the equivalent of basically 0 cents.
Yay!
Aww,
No, the-
I think you hurt Blurtabla's feelings.
No,
Strangest strip joint I've been to. 2/100th of a tenth of a cent.
I don't like the way that Twitch monetizes stuff, just because YouTube, when you do monetization, is a little bit more transparent. Twitch is.
Have you seen Adam's header
no.
on Twitter?
No,
recently?
Yeah,
what about
I've done that for a
for transparency? So because Twitch takes 50%,
Yeah, that's
which I
not
think is
Asian.
absolutely
He looks
ridiculous. It took
I'm Polish.
probably
He's
close to a year
Polish.
before I even got a payout,
I'm Swede.
because it won't pay out until it hits 100. So
It's 1 cent.
no, it's 1 cent, but Twitch takes 50%,
Hey, Kyle.
Oh.
which is I think is absolutely stupid. And that's the reason that I refused originally to do Twitch affiliate, was because I said that 50% is a ridiculous amount, and that if you really wanted to donate, PayPal is better.
What if you became a Twitch thought?
A what?
A Twitch thought.
Thought?
A thought.
A
What
twitchy
is a
thought.
Twitch thought? I don't even
A
know.
woman who does the hanky pank on the stream.
Well, that would work
For-
great if I was a woman, but I'm not.
Argo just doesn't matter. You just need to put in the stream title Twitch thought hanky pank Jimmy Chonga Madengi Donk /Fortnite. And then we're
Why
all good.
slash Fortnite?
Argo isn't a woman, you know
I gotta
what?
put Fortnite in there.
Nowadays he
No.
can be whenever he wants.
But no,
whammon?
originally I refused
A
to do.
whammon?
Whammon?
I
Yeah.
denied affiliate for about 6 months, and because I thought 50% is absolutely ridiculous, and eventually I ended up only accepting it because people get the free sub from being a Prime member.
Yeah.
And so that that was at least a good enough reason that I said, okay, that's fine. But otherwise, I felt 50% is ridiculous. To me, it does not make sense to do a 50% split. YouTube probably takes more. I don't know what it takes, but I don't care about profit on you. I don't care about profit on anything. The fact that you're giving anything is greatly appreciated. And is fine. I don't understand why 50%. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe Twitch is an expensive platform, and they're maybe trying to plan more ahead than YouTube did, where YouTube is now losing money, or at least last I heard was losing money on things. But I feel like they're doing it to themselves. So
You don't like monies. It's 1 cent.
I still like Argo isn't
Two-
a woman.
2
no, if-
cents. Strangest.
if I was struggling for money, it would be one thing that are like, okay, let's work toward, well, what can I do to optimize? But I don't. So everything is, to me, just it's
God,
awesome.
could
but I'm not gonna like go out of my way to be
Could
like,
you believe-
the big money is in Fortnite right now.
I was about to say, could you believe? No. It's you actually can get Apex assets too. Could you believe trying to go full Apex and like just doing that and animating like 2 or 3 a month.
Do you know how
just
much
really shitty?
Do you know how much Ninja was paid to stream Apex?
I can't even imagine what that faggot was paid.
$1 million.
Yeah, you can fit a lot of dildos in that guy's ass for that.
He makes $600,000 a month. So if you think about $1 million, it's like a month and a half's work. But still, because and on EA's part, brilliant.
Yep.
Good strategy. You pay a fuckload of money, you get your game out there, and it worked.
I guess,
But still,
at the same point, like, man, you do real work. I do real work.
well, no, I have a real
Sit
job.
me.
I have a real good job.
$100,000.
But that's his job, so sure.
Yeah, it's a real job.
I have a job that I enjoy going to every day, so I have no problem. But so to me, everything else on the side is just it helps pay for the hobby. Because I mean, I pay $50 a month for the software. I pay for computer upgrades to help ensure that everything runs smooth. So yeah, partners can negotiate the percent, but to do a partner, I think you have to average 75% a stream. So
That sounds about right.
So yeah, good luck on doing that.
For an animation stream, probably not.
On average, I hit 9 to 12. So
Those are the people who actually want to watch, though.
yeah, and that's all I care about. I'm not streaming because I'm trying to make money. Fuck
You're
that.
streaming so you can actually do work.
Originally, it was so that I could answer questions, but it became I started
a
streaming.
reason to actually do more.
It became the I have 3 hours to work today, but no, that's no problem. I've had thoughts before of because sometimes it's like, okay, well, only 9 to 12 people are showing up as we're streaming. I'm like, you know what? It's people like Blur Blah, Skylight that show up. The people that are constant. That it's like that doesn't bug me. I get to provide at least some kind of entertainment,
Wow.
even if the entertainment is.
Like shit.
Even if the entertainment is, I look like shit. I miss the War Boss. Bring him back.
Okay.
Lifting Aces from 40K. He's making it again.
Oh, now I'm not going to do it.
I
So
don't
you're
know
a
what
liar.
40K is.
Well, actually, I can't do it unless I show it.
I don't know what 40K is.
I know you don't know what 40K is.
Oh God, why'd you give me shots?
See,
This
Blur
is-
Blah has it right. You make a good enough emote, then you got yourself a bunch of subs.
Actually, that's the big reason he said it, is because of that emote.
Yeah, right.
'Cause that emote. But nobody seems to want this one. Oh, you know what?
That one's hell. That one's cancer.
Let's put up a bunch of
There
them.
you go.
What? Dolphin!
Cancer is the whole purpose the internet exists.
Dolphin!
you
Give
are
Dolphin
right.
some loves.
Actually, I gotta get rid of that one because nobody wants it. It's because
Nobody wants
the subs work on 5, 10, 25, I think. And so that's 5, and then this one's 10, and then that one's 25. So
You even have it macroed! Oh, press F for that.
okay.
F, 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 F.
There you go.
Control D. F, 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 F.
Where is that?
You just put down F.
You told me to.
F, F, F.
Where did I put that one? It's just full of Starlight from the bad fanfic. I thought I had. Where did I put those? Oh, this was for Discord. I started making emojis for Discord. They were all Rainbow Dash, because fuck you.
Why? Why are you so mean?
Why you
Why you
doing?
Why you so mad?
Why
It's
you
just
so
game.
mad?
It's just game. It's just me. This is why you so mad. It's just
Why-
me.
It's just game. Okay.
It's computer. Why are you so mean?
Oh yeah, I had a. Okay, as of 30 minutes ago, we had.
I
a set of
need
cameras.
them. What is that? Is that a 3D model rarity kind of? What the
I
fuck
think
is
it's
that?
I think it's Nightmare Rarity. I don't know.
Nightmare rarity.
I don't
What's
know.
that?
His look at that face.
No, give him a kappa.
Give him a kappa.
Give him a kappa.
We'll give him a kappa. Where is it?
There's the kappa. I saw it. Back up.
What? Oh,
Hold on.
You give.
not sure what that is.
You give that man a Kappa.
We'll give him a Kappa.
He's getting what?
Kappa.
There, you give him a Kappa.
I gave him a Kappa.
I'm so
Hold on. Wait. Where's the
trying to
Kappas?
figure it out.
I look through all my icons, and all of the icons I've used are the ones you use. Why do you do this to me, Blurred?
What he just give you? You do not.
Where's the more? There's more Kappa. Okay, here we go. We're gonna mix in a dog, and then we're gonna have more Kappas.
Frankie.
I have actually been legitimately pondering the existence of me buying a Discord.
I thought you were
submission.
having an existential crisis.
No.
I was pondering
Maybe a little
existence.
bit. No, I was pondering the existence of no. For Discord, for actually being able to transfer emotes over state lines.
I thought about it as well.
There are too many emotes that we have in our Discord chat that can be used elsewhere in Discord chats. So,
Right.
was it $5? That's it.
Per month, maybe?
I think it's $5.
I
Period.
don't think it is. That'd be too cheap. Nothing is $5.
Nothing is $5.
You go to McDonald's to the dollar menu. It's $5.
That's not true. It's only true if you buy $5 worth of dollar menu.
Do you ever buy $1 worth?
No. That's not the point.
I have a rule. If you go to a sit-down restaurant, you get something nice. If you go to a fast food restaurant, get the fucking dollar menu. Because if you buy a meal, you're paying the same amount of money as you would at a fast food restaurant or
What do you get for normal?
as a sit-down restaurant. It doesn't make any sense to me. No.
Yeah, you're right.
No. I have to think. And you're making this hard. So I'm keeping this over here. No. But what? That is really good vodka, though.
It's okay. You can keep it. It like
There's no. Wait. Where's your green?
Wow.
Okay, so I have to give him a default pose here.
Oh my.
You know, the thing is, I'm actually having problems focusing, but for some reason or another, the SFM part of it is actually not difficult.
It's not a joke. It's not enough really good from
workers. we never.
I don't know what.
We did St. Patrick's Day at work 1 year, and that was the year. That was like the year that I almost started working there. Was when I was interning there, and like the VP got drunk. Most of the cadre under the VP got drunk.
I think I
and, like,
remember that, actually.
the boss. No, what?
No, I think
you don't work where I work, Argo.
No, I thought I remember you bringing it up last year.
Maybe, but the drunkenness was quite extensive.
You look
and
like shit.
We ended up not having one this year, or any of the previous years after.
Watch this.
I already saw that.
Oh, you did. I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
Well, it's safe to say that Jay's probably going to be drunk tonight.
Hey, Kyle.
God bless that man.
He's a sloth.
What are you
Bouncy, bouncy,
doing
bouncy,
to
bouncy,
it?
bouncy, 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 bouncy.
He's so bouncy.
The kitty found the only thing on the floor that's not the floor.
Oh,
Here.
wow.
Why?
Because it's beautiful. Keep going.
Wow.
Frick.
Green food coloring is awful.
I hear a sound and look over, you're staring at your glass like it wronged you.
Oh dear.
I undid that retweet.
How dare you? You bring that back.
You go do it on your own.
Or I will.
That is not something I post.
But it'll be tasting both lack. I said it in the accent, nobody will know.
Ah, there we
I
go.
said you're buying.
Sugar bum?
Yes.
I heard sugar bum.
I've been doing this software for fucking too long. Like, for some reason or another, like, I actually feel like I have no problem using the software even if I drink a whole bunch.
See, even Rathalos is excited by that. He finds that very interesting. Right, kitty.
Wow.
Wow.
Did you see this earlier today?
I had a good chuckle after that one.
Put up a little bit, but I can't
No?
put up too much.
That is so good. I'll go.
It's just sparkle with a pencil.
No, it's Sparkle, but with the 1998S.
Yep.
It's
The
a gangsta.
The one that you did like the special.
It's what every elementary school and then middle school kid did in the days on their stuff. They did the 3 lines and they connected it to make the S.
Yep.
Like a gangsta.
Kyle,
It's so not gangster.
white privileged male.
It was graffiti. I was a small white graffitiist.
Is that something you can put on your resume?
Not
What for
usually.
like Disney or something? Like an artist or
I'm gonna play at Disney. Yeah. I was a
look what I did.
graffitiist.
Oh.
Why did No. It was that loud because of the Mexican music earlier.
This is why I put mine on mute.
I had the Mexican music playing earlier. I was meaning to play it
Shut up, I can do that,
into
yeah.
the intercom. Funny story.
I was driving.
Actually,
So
while
I
you tell that, I'm gonna
couldn't
use the
leave.
bathroom quick.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to tell it to you, but I can suppose I can
hear
just
from
tell
wherever.
it to. Why? Okay.
You can hear in the bathroom.
Even while he's peeing.
taking
Very
the-
interesting.
Yeah.
A bathroom has paper thin walls. Then. Well.
It is an apartment.
Well, I know you normally pick up after the. I call on the intercom
It goes.
downstairs.
Yeah,
through
it
the-
goes to
the door.
my phone.
Well, I had the phone literally like straight up against the intercom, and I was about to play the Mexican theme music. And I was going to play it into the intercom, but all he did was hit 6 and open the door for me like an
What do
asshole.
you mean he? I did it.
You did it.
Yes. I was like just leaving and you called and I'm like 6 because I was like I can't stop looking at the road. I figured you just because he said you were coming over.
See, I was. Man, wouldn't that have been an experience if I started playing Mexican music into your phone from the intercom from the building you had just left?
It
to
would have
let
been
me
going
in?
through my car.
That'd been great.
Yeah, because my car hasn't go through.
Oh, it would have gone to your car
It
speakers?
would have gone through the car speakers.
I'm so upset you didn't pick up.
I did pick up. I just automatically hit 6 right
Yeah,
away.
actually-
God, could you imagine the amount of what the fuck that would have went through your car?
So how did you get in the building?
She buzzed
I
me
hit
in.
the 6.
Through the car?
Well, my phone was right next to me, so I just hit the 6.
I'm so upset.
Yeah, I'm a little upset now too.
Sorry.
No, because I was like, oh, I'll just leave my
I didn't wanna
unlocked for
stop
Kyle, and I
looking at the
completely
road.
forgot there's 2 locked doors.
I was just watching an episode of the Try Guys on YouTube, and they were doing like these 4 different kinds of like driving, and one of them was driving while texting, and I was like, ah. So it's not something I want to do. I prefer not to, but yeah. So that's why I just hit 6 and I didn't talk to you. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I am mad that Mexican mariachi music did not play throughout your car, but...
Well,
Wait, is
you
that
know
what you were
what?
playing?
You know what? After the stream, we can go
Oh,
downstairs.
and then
you can play
the
through
second
my
part of
car.
the story is there was like there was a small like teenage lady like sitting in one of the chairs down by.
A small teenage lady.
She was like, well,
Wait.
she was tiny. She was like 4 foot tall, and I was playing mariachi music in the intercom, and she was looking at me like I was insane.
Hold on,
And I don't understand.
Well, you are insane.
I can't
It's St. Patrick's Day.
I can't. That doesn't make sense.
You
Keep
agree?
playing Irish music.
I can't get past the small teenage lady.
Yeah, usually when you say small, like the first thing I think of is a kid.
Okay.
And then you go teenage, and I'm like, what? And
And
then
also,
you say lady.
did you just offer her green food dye?
Yeah.
Patrick's Day.
Why is there no nutrition facts on this?
It's because it's green food dye.
Ingredient 1,
It's made from leprechauns.
water.
That
It's
makes
not
sense.
leprechaun. Ingredient 1, water. Ingredient 2, propylene glycol. Is that the...
That's a
Let me see.
that's like a thickening agent.
Or is that leprechaun? Okay.
We don't know.
F,
Is that their-
FD&C yellow 5.
FDC yellow 5.
FD&C.
I did see that one. But I also saw that
FD&C blue. 'Cause,
DNC blue.
FD&C.
The Democratic National Party blue.
Yes, they feed you politics. This is how they get you. And propylbarabin. It's a preservative.
Jesus Christ, how horrifying. It's
Yeah,
green.
that's just a white screen.
Yeah.
You can't see it on the camera.
Do not use if seal under cap is missing or broken.
Why are you looking at porn?
Kyle, the seal is broken.
It's not porn,
Seal
it's
broken.
ponies.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke.
What? They posted it again?
This guy's just giving me this look.
They have literally
He's
posted
giving
it
you the
3
look.
times.
What?
This picture. They keep reposting it.
It's a good photo.
Yeah, but they keep reposting it. Like every day.
Wow.
Get nude.
No.
You look like.
It's nude.
You look.
Oh, it's because I got thrown back
You
up
look
on the
like-
top, that's why.
You
Never
been
mind.
nude.
I love that meme. That is the most wholesome meme ever.
The VMU falls out.
So this is kind of a cheap way to do motion. So I'm just gonna.
Wow. You look like.
I just
You look like.
put a little bit forward and then modify it slightly. Where's his pelvis?
Have you decided what you're going to be having him say this to yet?
You, or just the viewer.
Oh, just the viewer?
It makes the most sense because if I say it to anything else, it becomes specific to that one thing. But if I keep it to the viewer, it keeps it relevant in any situation.
Well, I do look like shit, so it's probably pretty decent.
Well, yeah, and that's what's great because that's kind of fits the whole like everybody watching.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks-
Insulting your entire view base by one video is
I did mention
pretty
that.
pretty intensive.
Hey, they voted for it. So if they have a problem, that's theirs.
Look like.
But that's the Twitter fags. I mean, like, what about, like... I probably shouldn't have said that on your stream. What about the Twitter people? I know I heard about that.
I would say good save, but you've had enough of those. You're done.
That wasn't a save. I can't take back what I said.
Wow. You look like.
But no, those are the people on Twitter. When you how many votes did you actually get on that poll? 50?
I actually don't. Oh, it's right here.
Oh, it's right
338.
here. Oh, it's right here.
38.
38.
So about 100 votes for that one. Actually, it's exactly 1/3.
338 votes
So-
is not 100 votes. You can't vote twice.
33%
Okay, there you go.
is 113 votes, maybe.
Yes. No, 30 votes, yes.
We will math this because I have to prove to Kyle that it is more than
33% of 336 is...
112.1, and also there was one.
Repeating six...
There was 2/3 of a person that voted.
I was about to make a really bad joke.
You've had enough of those.
I was about to. I've had enough of those today.
Wow. Wow.
I like his head tilt here. Maybe the other way.
Wow.
No.
What?
Maybe a little bit more extreme. I was told.
That's not real, but that's okay.
It's just
It's not real.
Nah, I think it's
How do
fine.
Because it sounds too
Look like shit.
ridiculous to be real.
Look like. Yeah.
Argo, I think you need to take an Inothier drink to help with your math, Kappa. I don't think he needs to be taking another drink.
A Nuthier.
I
Whoa.
don't know if he's the one.
No, I have a site. I have a mead. Actually, for some, like these meads are what is this? Like these are 6.5, right?
They're 12. What do you mean 6.5?
They're 6% ABV.
Yeah, they're definitely not that high.
6% is pretty high to me. Like
For a beer, you can get stouts that are like at 12.
I know, but like the other night, like I hadn't ate that much, and I drank like 4 of these really quick.
Oh, 4? Why?
It was so good. Yeah.
Stop making fun of spieling. Just
Stop-
because you
your
put
spieling's fine.
just because you put bad before doesn't mean it's.
You're good.
What are those emotes that you have?
You
You
get-
frequently
you get
use is.
What?
What's your frequently?
These ones
What's that last one with the thumbs up? I've never seen that one.
seems good.
I've never seen that one before.
This one, what face is one of my favorites.
But that's not actual
But this
life.
one, frickin', I didn't even really know of the
Lol.
LUL one popping up until Blurtable literally spams it every other sentence.
Yeah, he does.
Let's go up.
That is not the what face. The what face is proper what.
Let's go.
Yeah, see, that's not the what
Let's
face.
go. Let's go up at Blurtable's chat and see how often he's posted this face. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's done
Oh,
one.
yeah.
6,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
13, 14,
14,
15. I think it's funny, like, at 6 and 7 it
even
became
15.
funny and then it just went down.
and even 15, though. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
He's going to have another one by the time you scroll down.
I bet you there will be, like, 4 of them.
I know, I saw that. That was new. If you click on my name,
we
you
counted
can
that
see most of my chat history. I don't want to do that.
Wow.
There's gonna be some weeb stuff in there, I guarantee. We still have 9 viewers on this. I don't know how.
I'm one of them. Well, wait, no.
No, you can't.
No, I'm not be.
You
Well,
can't be.
normally I have the stream open on the side, but I opened it up.
That
on the
doesn't
dashboard.
count.
Dude, look at. I have one consistent viewer that comes every time. His name's Argo. He's so cool.
That is not real.
I know.
That is a
Maybe.
phantom viewer.
Phantom viewer.
Poor cow.
No, you
look
because
like-
you're funny, and then that punching bag, Twitch bag. What the fuck is that? Is
Am
that
I funny? I don't.
is that an eggplant?
No, it's a Twitch
You
can.
making a dick joke at me, son?
I feel like the last couple streams have been more of like work stuff. It's easier to work. And actually, the one thing I've
I would guarantee it's in service.
haven't done yet was I realized I haven't done the year stream. I still have to, I
Well,
probably
it's
have
because
to
they
do
fell
that.
in.
Normally I do it at the end of
They tried
February,
walking on
but
the snowbank, but then they can't.
work's
So
just
they
been
can't
to where I don't know what my schedule is right now. Like originally,
The fact that he's
um,
inside the snowbank is.
I was going to be potentially in New York part of this week, but now I'm not. Now I'm not going to be until New York until these days. But I also am in San Francisco from 11th to the 16th. And the date, oh yeah, so you know this. So the day we come back from San Francisco is the 16th, right?
Yeah.
No. Okay, so we fly out the 18th, we come back the 23rd. I fly out for New York the 24th.
He
Are you
has a
gonna
busy
sleep
life.
at the airport?
Oh no. The flight's at like 8 p.m. So I'll probably
work the
work.
day.
I'll probably work the day, and then I had to fly out to New York for the week. I had to fly to. Wait, no. I had to fly out to Cuba, New York on the 25th. No, Rush, New York on the 25th. Then I have to drive to Cuba, New York on the 26th, and then I have to fly back either on the 27th or sometime.
Well, fine, Mr. Sir.
There's
I'm
a-
gonna be here at work
There's a
instead
ghost
of
in our
Terminus?
chat.
going abroad.
There's a
Termin-
ghost in our chat.
Terminus.
Terminus?
Your name hurts.
Terminus?
Your name hurts my brain.
Terminus?
I see some. So Terminus
so yeah,
is hello with the weeb.
So as a heads up, April, there's going to be actually very few streams because...
Because
we got shit to do. We gotta go get drunk in San Francisco and pool on.
No, the 5th I'm at a convention. The 9th usually is my cool down day, but I might have to stream that day because 12th I'm probably working late. 16th I am working late. 19th I'm in San Francisco. 23rd I'm in San Francisco. 26th I'm in New York. So for about 2.5 weeks I'm gone.
I've reached 100 followers.
It's BabsCon is because I have an audit this week and they're allowing me to leave early, so I can leave. I'm going to be in San Francisco the 18th to the 23rd, and then 26th I'm in New York. So yeah, there's going to be
on 100 followers.
There's almost all of April is not going to be streamed. I can try to find something else to do, but the whole reason that streams are right now twice a week is so that I can space things out, so that I can kind of take a break between, because I still work 8 hours a day, and I don't want to have it be where I am traveling and jumping around and trying to fit everything in, because I'm just going to work. I'm just going to get exhausted.
Wow.
Yes.
You look. You look. You look like.
Say.
I'll help you fund that, by the way.
You have a picture of yourself.
So to make sure the eyes
I
are
have
looking
your
this
picture
way.
of me. That's the only one that I have.
So I'm zooming in, because there's no. A lot of the other eyes are built where they're locked right onto the camera or whatever, but these aren't. They're just based on bones, so I have to actually manipulate them. I could probably update them to be better, but
Argo. Speaking of which, on Facebook we're asking for all of the OCs of that people have to be posted to one of the group chats so they can be used in a compilation photo. So just toss yours in there. Please no.
Here you go.
No. This is for real, but this is for real, bro. Come on.
This one's pretty good.
That's not a good one. Does he have leprosy? What's wrong with him?
What that one?
That's pretty rad, let's be honest.
Dude.
What defines a bad OC?
Are you dead?
I'll ooh, look at that one.
Oh, God.
Like, when I did my OC, the whole reason I did it was because it was simple. The whole
that website link was just
what were you expecting? Like, I said red and black
I
OC.
need you to give...
What is this? Oh, his name's Red Card. Oh, that's
you...
Red Card. Okay.
I need you to give me just fucking...
Okay.
Not now. That's adorable.
That is good.
But that's because it's using a line draw for
It's
the
just
show.
a recolor. Oh, here we go.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
Kyle.
What? French something pertaining to establishment. No!
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That's some chub.
Dear Lord. Have mercy upon these.
I like how many of these are just like Pony Creator.
Pony Creator was outlawed.
No.
Yeah,
No, I think Pony Creator. I actually used Pony Creator for trying to figure out the default colors that I kind of was looking for originally. Just because it's a great place to get a visual representation of something without having to go into detail with it.
I have used that photo that you drew me of my OC for literally everything.
Sorry, blah blah. You're never gonna find somebody that
Literally
has
everything.
the emote.
Why did you make me look so smug?
Because it's totally you.
But I'm not smug.
Wow.
Look at
You
that.
look like shit.
He looks like an
He's-
asshole.
Shit.
Okay! Well, then you can start using the other picture when that comes around.
Wow. You look like shit.
Yeah, Kyle, you look like shit.
You look like shit.
Wow.
Oh, Oh, you look like shit, son.
I have a feeling that these should be lower and the head be turned up.
I can make it my tear 3.
Wow.
We're gonna turn the head up a little more. The eye's still accurate, pretty much.
You ain't
Yeah, I'm gonna
creepy
go
at
with that
all.
as being accurate.
No.
What?
Wow.
Oh, you look like shit.
Yeah, Kyle.
You look like shit. You look like shit. Shit.
Okay, what do I want him to do here?
Damn it, what the
You look like shit.
Okay, if I were him, it'd be a little bit like this motion.
You look like shit. You look like shit.
No, that's
What'd you call him?
I didn't call him nothing.
You said doggo butt.
I said doggo butt. That's nothing.
Such a
I do want to upgrade the other tiers. I don't expect really the only subs I have right now are you and Skylight. So really if you are looking for a specific emote, just let me know. I have I can look into it then.
It's just
The only
1
reason
hour of Photoshop away.
Oh, hello Gizmo.
Ha! I called him here like a
Look
dog.
like shit.
like a dog.
Yes, I called him a doggo butt and he came. Good job,
Watch out.
Gizmo.
You look like shit.
I kid though.
Shit.
He doesn't kid.
That's what we need cow emo.
I kid.
Mhm.
I kid all the time. What don't I kid about?
Jesus. Wow, fucking-
What don't I kid about?
You look like shit.
Thanks, Francis.
Francis loves you.
Francis loves you.
You look like shit.
What was his name? Francis? I called him Harold earlier. I'm so upset. I didn't know his name was Francis.
You're pretty bad at that.
Going through Left 4 Dead. Like, you got Lewis and Rochelle, Harold.
Kyle, I don't know what to tell you.
You look like shit.
Hello, Gizmo.
Yeah, that's what we can tell you. You look like shit.
Go home, Kylie. You're drunk. We're both drunk. Well, actually, neither of us are drunk, but
Sure.
we've had just about equal amounts of alcohol. So we're
I
probably
think you've
just
had a little
about
bit
those,
more,
but-
because you had a separate shot than me.
Did I? Oh, I did have a little bit more vodka, but not enough to really tip the balance.
You look like shit.
Hey, Kyle. You look like shit.
You look like shit.
You look like shit.
Mountain P4K would like to say hello.
Actually, think that. How Mountain Peak? How?
Hello.
No, his
Ow.
name is P4K.
P4K.
I was gonna say something.
Oh, really?
Well, because my brain immediately went to like physical education 4K. I don't know why.
Oh.
Anyways, hello.
Visit.
I can't say much.
I was at phys ed.
I can't say much. My name is a mix of words from Oblivion.
Yeah, my PE though is for like military physical education. So
your name is Sonder, where you made the E a 3.
Yes,
that was Twitter.
Because
Kyle, they're correcting
it's for
you.
Twitter.
Why? Because Twitter?
Because Twitter
Andrew?
literally had it. Twitter literally had it.
They're correcting something.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Sonder by is a fucking Twitter account somewhere.
There was somebody at the stream on Tuesday that had a 1 after the name, and I was like, why 1? And like, because the other one was taken. I'm like, and you got the first one after that. Like, most times I hear like something 394, but.
Well, that's
They
what they
never
like to make it.
No, I have this thing against
the letter A is a 4. I don't know, lead speak,
No.
sir. You can't tell me I don't know. I'm dumb.
I had this thing against
Dumb.
against numbers as letters and numbers at the end of names, and that's why I have the name I have, because I was trying to find something that mixed together the things I was interested in at the time that still fit, and it actually took me quite a while, but I made that name in my. Oh God, when did I make that name?
You were like in high school.
No.
No?
It isn't the
It
2000s more anymore. I'm sorry, I have numbers. It isn't the 2000s.
Okay, when did Oblivion come out?
It's fine.
I'm going to say 2003. 2003. Oh, damn it, 2006.
So was
You're
that
only off by 1,000 days.
Yeah.
2006. So I probably made the name in 2007.
2000.
So I probably have been using that name for 12 years.
2050.
But I used
51.
I used that name originally because I was in a Guild of War clan and played competitively. And we were not very good, but you put us on rooftops and I kicked everybody's ass. We had somebody call we were in one game, it was best of 5, and we lost the first 2 because we were getting our ass handed to us, and then we went on one map, rooftops, and the entire team was built around me doing what the Hammer of Dawn on like the whole map, and I could cheat the shit out of that weapon so bad that we just dominated that map, and they called us fucking cheaters all the time.
Hammer of Dawn, as in like
So the Hammer
Gears of War.
Yeah, no, Gears of War. The Hammer of Dawn was a weapon that you could call down a beam from.
Yes, I do know. Yeah,
but the whole map was built with these spots that you could randomly hit around everywhere, way up in the distance, up at a high spot. So as long as you had people spotting you, and they'd be like, somebody at left side, right below the cable, and you just aim at the cable in this tiny little spot, and you go, beep, 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 and you go, drop it down across the map, and you go, boom, and dead. And so the whole map was people spotting for me. And because I could hit all these spots, and it worked out super good. Because afterwards, people were calling us fucking cheaters, and I'm like, if you're not cheating and you're called a cheater, it means you did something right.
Something good. Yeah, that is correct.
I have actually, if you
Good
look,
song, by the way.
If you look back on my YouTube super long ago, I have a video on how to use the Hammer down on rooftops.
Whoa, you look like shit.
Funny.
Okay, I'm gonna call that good enough.
You had a capture device for 360?
I spent like $100 on like a separate thing so I could put the video cables from the Xbox through that.
Yeah. Well, it's a pass through. Which
Yeah,
you
it
put
was
your
a
computer
pass-through.
though.
But it was early days because that was probably like 15 years ago.
Yeah, that's like
No, not 15. I would have been
2008.
I would have been 19.
It's like 2008, bud.
I would have been probably 12 years ago. No, maybe 11 years ago. Something like that.
Gears of War did not come out that long ago.
All right, we're going to do another test. Kyle, what do you think?
What do I think about
Gears of War. Gears of War 1.
Well, Gears of War 1? Okay, no, let me actually think. It's going to be...
Don't look.
I'm going to say it's probably 2009.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah. 2006.
You're off by 3 years again.
Wow.
What is with you at 3 years?
I don't know. Maybe Gears of War 2 lodged in my brain harder, but geez, 2006.
Yeah, check 2.
Holy crap.
Not even.
That was close enough for that one.
You dated it.
Almost 2009.
Thing
2
is-
months off 2009.
Gears of War 1 was a masterpiece. After that, all the ones that
Gears of War 2 is okay. I liked Gears of War 2.
Gears of War 1 was so good, though.
It was really good, but Gears of War 2 was... even Peak thought it was 2008, 2009.
Yeah, well,
the second one.
to me, it's been so long.
The second one is...
Since those games have come out that, it's hard to judge.
Well, I remember playing like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Gears of War 1 and 2.
You need a milestone, and to me, it was really easy before because I graduated in 2003. But since then, I've had really no milestone.
See, like, I recall playing Gears of War at, like, a fucking, like, overnight, like, this is fucking geeky, but overnight marching band thing where we, like, one night of the year we got to stay the entire night and just play video games and eat garbage food and, like, the entire night. And I remember that it was No, like once a year. And then every single time that happened, we always played a video game. And I remember one of those years, which would have been 9, 10, 11, was when we played Gears of War. I remember playing Gears of War then, so that's why I think 2009.
Yeah, I used to...
2006, though. Jesus Christ.
I haven't talked with the
How old?
I made a bunch of friends that I haven't talked to for years for a while, but we used to play Gears of War quite often. Oh god, I have so many. I actually might have a screenshot of this if I can remember the.
Oh god!
Sorry.
Ow! It hit my eye.
I thought it hit your
Why? What the hell was that?
box.
It was the green dye box. Did St. Patrick just assault me?
Yes.
God.
No, I went into
2010?
the corner of of the bed.
I started playing Gears of War back when it
Good.
was just released, and I played it pretty competitively. Like we did Game Battles, I think was the name of the website at the time. It's very very different now. But
Kicking that I am through.
Apparently.
is it not even gonna let me like view my photo bucket? Because I think I have a picture. So we used to do a guild, and to go through my my storage limit is increased.
Oh my god. Buy more now.
Oh my god.
Buy more now.
I haven't touched this for years. I haven't uploaded something to here for turn down offer.
Please God, turn down
thanks
the
for being a
offer.
loyal loyal. Please redefine loyal. Turn down offer. Fuck you.
Your storage is 1% full though.
I have some really weird shit in here. This is my bucket of everything. I think I even have like frickin' 2 like dragons looking like they're doing it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there we go, right there.
It was Heavy's face.
Heavy's face, dude. This is one of my favorite pictures.
That's Gmod right
That's
there.
Gmod. That was.
Oh
Gmod.
boy, that's Gmod.
No, actually, all these are Gmod. Like we used to have fun, just doing Gmod shit.
Is he wearing a life vest?
Like this one. This one.
What?
Though these pictures are well over a decade old, or like Space Duck.
That's great.
Actually, I wonder if
I had a bunch of shitty photos like that too from Photoshop.
I want to see if we have Scuba Horse.
What is with Bert?
Somebody said, "Can you edit this picture so I can make it a wallpaper?"
IR Penguin.
Where's Scuba Horse?
Man, do you remember GIMP 1.0?
Oh, this is my old car.
It's pretty.
I used to drive a 2003 Tiburon.
That is terrifyingly weebish.
I know, I love that car.
It was pretty.
It had 6-speaker surround sound in there. It was great.
That's
Sheldon Smack.
Velveeta.
Okay. This also shows all my web
God,
development
if I
days.
were to go through my old DeviantArt shit, it would be embarrassing.
Oh my god, a cookie.
These are all these like. Oh yeah, here's Scuba Horse.
Oh no, it's scuba horse.
The whole joke with that was that it was like,
When was that published?
It was about, oh my god.
You should have it there. Oh, it doesn't have it. When was it published?
This is old.
I
So the whole joke was that like there's the horse that could catch you no matter where you went. They're like, well, I'm gonna go in the ocean. I'm like, well, fuck you, scuba horse can get
Oh
you.
no, it's scuba horse. Good lord.
No, there's nothing. The scuba horse. I still have some in there, man.
There's nothing left.
Is there nothing? Oh, there's nothing.
Kyle drank it from afar.
I did not.
So
I did not.
because I used to be in a clan that I ran a clan for Ace Online. It was about, I think at the peak we had about 60 people, and we actually were fairly successful. Had a lot of fun, but the main group of people was about a dozen, and so I used to make these icons and stuff. Spam, I like this one. Spam. It's actually maps. Old meme format, because these are literally over a decade old. Old school memer. Come on. But I want to see if I can find. This is where I actually learned to use Photoshop. Was in here. It's not gonna actually have a screenshot of it. So I used to, when I did my old Gears of War days. I actually learned web development, developing a website for our clan, and that taught me web development, and by learning that I found a passion for it, and then I ended up going and getting a degree in web development that or I went for computer sciences, but while I was there I learned the web development side. When I dropped out after a while, I went back for web development, got a degree in that, and that's helped me for a lot of the things I've done today. So it's just been a chain of things of one passion leads to another. So, but it apparently doesn't have that in there. I might be able to find it, or at least a screenshot. Let's see here. I bet you it's under here. I know I have a picture of it somewhere. This is another old website I used to run. And I'm pretty sure I used to have a picture up here of the old website.
Ace Calc?
No, Ace Calc's the one I used to run.
It's my spell.
Thank you. Oh yeah, I used to have a banner, and I would just update it based on the season. So I had like Christmas and that one. Space. Oh yeah, Space Bees. I forgot about Space Bees.
Space Bees Online.
It took you that long to figure out.
Yes, it did.
The can is twice as tall. It's literally twice the size of a can.
Oh, like this tastes like 11.
It's actually really good. I thought there's
I know it's good, but my brain didn't.
Their summer taste is great.
Anyways,
where's Michael? Denise, get Michael in here.
He's away doing stuff.
No, make him not paint.
Anyways, whatever. We're done with that. So,
The
whole thing of like one passion leading to another is, if you think that something you're learning is useless and not going to help you at all, just give it time. Sometimes it's just you learn something that helps you learn something else that helps you learn something else, and it eventually leads to something that actually could work for you. Well, the degree I have right now isn't helping specifically for the job I have. The fact that I got an IT degree was very beneficial when I started, because they were working on an IT project that they thought that having that insight from somebody with a degree would help, and that has now led me to constantly being moved positions. That is not, well, about half my job is IT. I'm not in IT, so you never know. It's never a waste. Learning is never a waste. I have to keep telling my brain that this is not a cider.
It is a cider.
Actually, it's
a cider, not a
Actually-
mead.
I don't understand.
whatever.
Did you not have food?
I ate at noon.
So he's hungry.
That's why.
No,
Let me go get Taco Bell.
No,
You need Taco Bell.
No, I had tacos for lunch. The lady that was leaving, because her thing was 3 Lapitas, which is local. It's only a cater only place, but because we ordered that for audits, they decided to get that for.
Their summer shandy this year is fantastic. By the way, I already saw that.
Their what? Taco Bell?
No.
Ew.
Oh,
The summer shandy of the drink that you are currently drinking.
okay. I was thinking Taco Bell, and I'm
No,
is there some gourmet Taco Bell? I don't know.
The summer shandy of Sociable Cider Works is fantastic this year. The early spring apples they got. I don't know which one they got for it. We'll have to go a day
After the
to figure
mead,
out.
though, this kind of tastes me.
I guess I did have that though. The mead is very sweet, even though it's not actually sugary. He doesn't have his Twitch subs by him. Bite Squad food?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
He doesn't have his Switch subs, comma, by
Yeah,
him.
there should be a
but-
comma. Yeah, by him. Not even comma. Period. Well, no, yeah, comma.
school
Comma,
horse.
by him.
Gorilla
Bite
on a
squid.
beach?
Possibly related. No other sizes.
Well, it's because I made that image. We also had, oh, I already closed it. We also had Kitten Hell.
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
You made me steal all for me. Good job.
Yay!
So, no, there was one picture here.
There actually isn't on the bed. It's on the pants.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. There was another picture. I want to see if we can find. So we used to take these pictures where we'd say stuff in chat.
Oh my god.
That's
Wish
my,
it could be longer, me too.
that was my old roommate. We
Are you sucking nipple right then? What is happening? What game is this?
That's from Ace Online when you were in town.
This
is an old
This
game.
what is this? What is that game? What is the thing called?
That was so weird then.
Jesus, Ace Online was sexy as fuck.
No, this is when you were in town. This is my first time. I'll take it easy, baby. We just would stand each other in town, and then we'd be like, "Okay, you say this, and I'll say this." If you jump, I will. Will you catch me? Hell no. So
Why was you all like hot chicks?
all those pictures were taken because there's 2 nations,
There he
and
is.
we were living on one nation.
Everyone is here.
We were living
Not
on
everyone.
one nation, a BCU, and then there was the other nation. And so we had alt accounts created on that nation for the specific purpose of talking with the people that we were killing. And so we were just fucking around in their chat for so long, it was kept making fucking... so good. Good times.
Sounds like a nostalgic
You look like.
Oh god, I can go on nostalgia for a while.
You look like.
But that's just me whenever I drink.
By the way, this post should have been seen first. If you had.
You look like.
I tried to pin it properly.
What happened?
I tried to pin this post.
You look
I saw
like.
it first.
Okay, good. Good.
Oh. You look like.
The adminning for a Facebook account is literally cancer.
Oh. You look like.
Sorry?
Oh. You look like.
Sorry, not sorry.
Oh.
Yes,
You look like
Michael, it is
You
a
look
math
like-
voice dragon.
Oh. You look like.
They keep changing the stuff with Facebook. Like I can now pin any amount of posts I want to the top. I can only do 3
Mhm.
before, and before that I can only do 1. So
Shit.
it's
Look like shit.
very variable. I don't know how much they hardly give me.
Look
Dragons
like
just say
shit.
shit.
Oh. You look like shit.
So this is one of the reasons I don't like working from the front.
You look like shit.
His mouth doesn't look like it's almost moving at all, even though from the side.
You look like shit.
Looks like decent, but from the front it looked.
You
looks
look
like
like
shit.
shit.
But that's why from the front I just modify it to work from the front. So.
Whoa. You look like shit. You shit. Shit. Shit.
Michael says, from this angle, it looks like it has boobs.
Oh yeah! Look at them honkers. No nipples though.
It kind of does look like boobs.
The hang down low.
I thought there was a boob button.
No.
There's a what button? It's twitching.
There's a bone. There's a bone specifically that like is just the pectorals. If I loaded Rathalos, it would make more sense. Oh, here it is. Yeah, right here.
Isn't that Rathalos? Oh my god! Kyle! Kyle! He moved the boobs. Oh my god.
Good! Jesus Christ! Oh, Jesus!
Don't you...
Put him away! He looks like he's pregnant. Put him away!
Kisses, don't you bone those boobs.
Put him away! Put him away! Nope! Put him away! That's a man! And his ball sack is just high up on his chest. Put it away! What? Put him away!
No.
You gonna
Lord,
live.
put him away!
You gonna live, Kyle.
Lord, put him away!
Shit.
Shit.
Oh dear God. See, when you said I'm going to be doing Rathalos tonight, I'm like, sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. When you said I'm going to be doing Rathalos tonight, I said, oh, thank God. If I go there, he won't get any work done, so nothing important will be lost.
Instead, it's Rackalos.
Whoa.
Instead, it's Rathalos. Call me Yo Tits, says Gizmo.
Whoa.
Has been posting smut. He has been posting smut
You
on
look
Twitter.
like shit.
Look at those boobs. He's been posting smut.
Shit.
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 I was gonna see if I can be super lazy about this camera.
You're just gonna ease it in right on his face without having to
Whoa.
animate the rest of it.
You look like shit.
Oh, it doesn't.
I like how it actually looks like a person's holding it.
Whoa.
I.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Okay.
Normally that's not gonna work.
No. But I'm saying that would have been okay. But if you look like this, and then you actually did a full cut to a side camera to him turning his camera, turning towards the camera and saying you look like shit.
I mean,
Because
that would work too.
You really
but
can't see the animation that you did for his lips.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
But he goes, wow, and then cut.
well,
You look like shit.
I'll modify the mouth to make it work however I need to.
You have to have that 90-degree cut though, because and it's like, wow, cut. You look like shit, because you have to have a little head bob too.
Well,
No,
I mean, he doesn't have to.
I don't like a cut just because
Whoa.
it'd be 1.5 seconds.
Well, it's super repeatable though.
But-
Wow, you look like shit. I don't know. It just
Well, the thing is, I would
fits.
probably
Tyler drunk.
It's, well, it fits though.
Whoa.
Like having that camera snap is like wow. Snap, and then having him look at the camera, you look like shit.
Whoa.
I don't know. It feels right to me.
Whoa.
This feels fine too.
no. To me, having the camera change to where you're only spending 1.5 seconds on a specific view is way too short of a time. Because even repeatable, it means that you're constantly changing your view every 1.5 seconds.
Well, Well, I mean...
Because YouTube's going to... Or not YouTube. Twitter's going to repeat anything under 6.5 seconds.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's Rakalos.
But you,
Hold on, let me ban you, Michael.
The angle...
What? No!
Oh! Yeah, ban him!
No!
Look at him.
Oh, where's your ban?
You can whisper him.
No!
You can whisper him.
It's right here.
It says ban user. Timeout. Give him a timeout of 30 seconds.
I don't know how long the timeout.
Timeout. You can type in the amount of timeout time.
Do you know?
Yes.
Do you know for sure?
I don't.
You
trust
don't
him.
know.
I trust.
I know.
I don't trust him.
You can time out for 30 seconds. God damn it.
I'm not gonna do it because you have no idea what the fuck you're talking.
I know what I'm talking about.
How many times have you done
30
a Twitch
seconds.
stream?
I've done it 3 times.
Ooh.
Was it when
That doesn't mean I don't know what I'm talking about.
Was one of them when you made the chili?
No,
Actually-
they've all been armor.
Actually,
They've all been armor. That's
Can
it.
he do himself? Like,
No, you can't.
oh, I can't ban myself.
You can tell how many times out you've gotten, so but
That'd be great if I could ban myself.
you can time out yourself.
What?
No, it won't let me. Oh,
That's
that'd be
not
great.
weird.
Wow.
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 Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I
You look
like
like
the 90-degree snap cut to turn face 2. But it would take more. It would be it'd be a lot more than a couple of seconds though. It would be like
Oh, this is all 85.
5 seconds.
If I'm gonna do the zoom in, I have to switch to this 55 or 50 millimeter.
I like the 90-degree snap cut,
I
and
don't.
then the pause.
I don't.
And then the turn.
No, because I would have to extend it
love
by a
it.
good probably 2 seconds just to make everything work. Then
Wow.
What's the problem with that?
Wow. You look like shit. You look like shit. Shit.
Like right now, you're getting a lot of waver in the lip from all the animation you just did.
yeah, no, because I haven't. I do the same with the pony. If certain shots are from the front, I will open the mouth larger for portions because it does not look as detailed.
Why didn't you set up the cameras beforehand then?
Huh?
Why didn't you set up the camera beforehand then?
Because lip syncing with Rathalos is so fucking easy that I just do that first. I get that idea from it
Okay.
because then it just comes. I don't have to worry about lips. It's just about open and close. Same thing with pony. I do the exact same thing. If somebody is coming
Everybody
with their
has
head
their own
from,
process.
if everybody's,
Oh, I got that.
if their head is coming from the side into the shot, I need to have their mouth open more because of how it looks. It's just all dependent on the camera angle. Normally I do the camera first, but to me, I have difficulty with doing anything without doing lip syncing first.
Wow.
So
Rathalos found that very interesting.
Kyle, you know what your opinion is?
Shit.
Shit. Lol, seal clap.
You look like shit.
Shit.
Shit. Shit. Wow. Wow.
No.
Wow. Oh.
What are you doing?
Wow. Wow. Wow.
That. Or that.
This?
That or that. That or that. That?
This is an enormous can.
That. No.
How about just pouring cider in there to make it green?
St. Patrick's Day, you have to.
Do this. I need to be able to think.
Oh no,
What a wimp.
Wow.
my case is
Wow.
hard.
It's green. I had 2
Put a
green.
little more in.
I had 2. Oh.
It's like half green. There we go. That's okay.
Green. I had 2 green. It's a lot easier to swallow than the vodka, isn't it?
Yeah. You're just feeding me. Happy Saint Food Colorings Day.
Happy Saint Food Colorings.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Happy St. McCormick and Company Incorporated, Huntsville Valley, Maryland, 21031-1100, Packed in USA.
Whoa. You look like
Day.
You look. Oh, whoa. You look like shit. You look like shit. Like shit. You look like shit. Look like shit. Look like shit. You look like shit. Look like shit. Like shit.
I do approve of the insulting of the
like
viewer
shit.
base.
Shit. Shit. You look like shit. You look like. You look.
There's a lot of
You look-
wavering lip that you added in. With that.
Wyvern.
Oh god, wavering wyvern? Seriously?
You look like shit. You look like.
Needs more tongue.
Like,
Oh.
What do you mean, whoa?
I said
you
no.
look like
Oh, you
shit.
said oh.
Oh, you look like shit.
Which basically is the same thing.
You
as
look like shit.
Whoa.
Shit. Shit.
Needs more tongue.
I said, wow! And Kitty looked at me and goes, eh. Kitty's over here.
Shit.
He's already been up once. He did the circuit already.
Yeah, but he might come up again.
Yes. Oh, please.
Uh-oh, mid-prems in chat.
Welcome.
Welcome indeed.
We've been drinking a lot.
Just a little bit.
Willkommen.
It is St. Patrick's Day 2 days ahead of time, so it is a good time to at least have a few.
Shit. 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 Shit.
They are getting drunk and playing with dragon boobs, which is not an incorrect statement, to be honest.
I would say it's misinterpreted, but not
Yeah,
wrong.
not misinterpreted, not incorrect, though.
Shit. Shit. You look like.
Yeah, this is the quality of our work.
Shit. 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 Shit.
Aww.
I've been well, though. How
Not that
are
don't
you
live
doing?
down the hall. Oh, he's giving you
I literally have forgotten how much I've drank already.
He's marking.
College
so
keeps
you can
handing me
smell it
things.
Oh, it is
Like
2 days
shit.
for St. Patrick's Day.
Like.
You called it Cinco de Mayo.
I did call it Cinco de Mayo. That's not the point.
I called it Cinco de Mayo because
No, I
you
can't-
were playing Mexican music.
I came in playing Mexican music, so.
Like shit. Like
Speaking of which, remember.
like shit. Like shit. Whoa. You look like shit.
Yeah.
Whoa. You look like. Whoa.
He wants to be close to you.
Whoa.
He might want.
Whoa.
Want lap time? Yeah, you want lap time. Oh. see if I can download a kitty game. Oh god.
There was.
No.
So
Not the
this
Mexican
is
hat
fine.
song. It is not Cinco de Mayo!
Close enough.
Oh,
There we go.
you
That
look
was
like shit.
Kitty's trying to get a better place that doesn't move.
Kyle literally said earlier that he looks like Get Alvear. If you want to share some of the booze, it's fine.
Kitty is trying not to move around like crazy.
I'm gonna copy your racetrack. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
The bathroom will save me from YouTube copyright.
That cat just tore into my leg to jump off of me. Ah! He tore up my pants.
Ow!
You deserve it.
Use SFM in years.
Oh, yes, your sister's getting married on Cinco de Mayo? Huh. I wouldn't touch too much.
He can control Z whatever he wants. His mouse and my mouse are so different.
Oh, I used to play...
Oh, Jesus.
I think at CME is the game I used to play.
Does he have right control? Right click? Zoom?
I don't
Nope.
think anybody can even hear you.
Probably not. No, let me stop that.
Flying phone!
His is very different. I have a mouse. I actually have a thumb depress on my mouse for this sort of stuff. That's retinue settings. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not getting drunk while playing with dragon boobs. Mostly because they're drinking
his
lots of things that I
is
wouldn't drink.
very odd. Nope. God, he has it on left click too instead
Giz
of right
says
click.
Kyle.
with Ravlos.
No!
Giz says hold down F2.
Your
Or
control
F12.
Your control surfaces are fucking weird. You don't have a mount. You don't have a thumb to press on anything.
It's all default.
Like, what the fuck is that?
So new
That is
Argo, what are you
disgusting.
up to? Says Blur to
That's disgusting. So new Argo, what are you up to? I'm up to drinking. That's what I am up to.
No, there's. What do
What
you
does
mean by
holding
thumb
down
depress?
F12 do?
Like my M705
I have to sleep.
mouse.
Now it's just gonna smell like cider.
No, it's
Or beer.
It's
It's
empty.
empty.
My mouse is a thumb to
There's
press.
a tiny little piece.
I use the thumb to press for just about everything. It's great for 3D because you can actually thumb to press and then move the entire mouse to get like an actual like proper movement.
You mean these buttons?
No. Like there's a thumb to press on this pad on mine.
Well, that's my mouse's problem, not.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Like the fact that you don't have that is fucking throwing me off.
No, well, if I go to use Blender, the controls are different, and it throws me off. And then I go to here, and I try to start moving things around, and it throws me off. So
Yeah,
the controls are different. But
I have to really, really get in the nitty gritty of it. But the
Kyle,
the whole pulling of what are you doing? I understand, but it's still weird. Your control scheme using the Alt and the control keys is disgusting. It should be changed. How many dollars have you made off of this in order for you to get a 3D controller? I have a 3D controller at work. You just go.
It's not. Is this really in white?
What's in 225?
That's how many hours. There, see, this is how many hours, Kyle. It's
a lot of hours.
It's
I mean, I just passed 1,000 hours in Arma. Is that impressive or is that not impressive?
okay. Hold on.
Playing with real people, having fun, community,
No, wait.
friends,
Hold on,
drinking, good times.
I'm gonna do the math. So we're gonna do
Oh,
8,020, and then how many hours was it?
8,013
No,
hours.
no, we're gonna go with what did you say before?
How many hours?
You said it's 1,000, right?
I said 1,000 hours, yeah.
Okay. So
If you can't do it 1,000
now
hours,
I know
math.
I got up through Calc 2, but I know this is very difficult math. So I'm not sure what the answer is going to be here.
Sure.
So we're gonna. Oh wow. So Kyle, you need.
I need negative 90.
So what's the?
Negative 90 hours. 4.
So okay, wait.
Negative 900.
80, 90.
Okay.
Minus 10. Wait.
It's just 10,000.
10,090. Was that it?
That was close. Yeah, sure.
Close enough. How do I make that negative?
You just did.
Whatever. We're gonna go. Okay.
7,000.
So you need that many more ARMA hours.
And so all of that time would have been wasted without a thumb depressed, then you're saying.
1.
All of those hours. Oh God, if I could put water in the computer right now.
No, actually, my previous mouse only had 2 separate buttons, but I never used them. So the only reason I got this mouse was because it was on sale.
Yeah. I think it's a Mark 705, and it is.
Wow.
I love that mouse. It's incredibly useful for Arma because you can have like free head look, and it's just a thumb to press away. I love it. I have fooled many.
That is a few of many hours. Yes.
That's a few many hours. Yeah, I have. I have fooled many people that thought I had head track software when instead I just had a mouse. So.
Hold down F12. You know, I guess I do not trust you with anything.
What does F8 do? But what does
I just looked down and my brain said, no!
But what does F8 do?
We're not going to push any of the F buttons because they function.
Wow.
I can't believe I'm still making this look decent. I literally cannot see straight.
What?
I was on an empty stomach when you.
Yeah, you said it was at 12.
Wow.
You have curry in the fridge. I saw that.
Wow.
I was thinking about eating that, but I didn't think I'd be drinking this. I didn't think you'd be coming in going.
I
dropping
can
shots.
take over if you want to go eat your curry.
Wow.
I'm gonna go with.
Shit.
Well, it's
Look
8:30,
like
so...
look
I will at one
4
point
minutes.
figure out your control scheme, and then I can work from there.
You look like shit. You look like shit.
You look like shit. Wrathless just because I've been drinking for 45 hours.
It says F12 is supposed to be the screenshot button, but it doesn't work anymore.
Like shit.
Well, it actually does the screenshot button in Steam work for.
These
I'm
are all the
looking
shit.
specifically for Source Filmmaker.
I'm pretty sure hotkeys for Source Filmmaker.
F12 is
Source Filmmaker override.
It's F12 is create screenshot for screencast.
What does F8 do?
That's
F8?
shift. That's shift F12 though.
Oh, the problem is that each of these options up here is a different setup. So if I'm in the animation set editor, this is the controls. But if I move the element viewer, these controls. So I can have the same controls between 2 different ones.
Yeah.
So, and that actually does come in handy. So if I say Control N new within desktop, if I'm within a specific element, it might be different. But I really haven't changed these much. I think I changed these a couple times, but I've almost always changed them back. But some of these get really fucking stupid. Like, where's the one?
Like Control C?
Control copy.
No, there is one of them. Yeah, publish video to YouTube.
What is that one? You should make that so publish video to YouTube.
You want that a shortcut key?
And stream.
And publish.
You know,
Share on, it says share on YouTube.
So,
When in the hell
Oops, I shared it.
when in the hell would you ever use that?
no, they have those buttons in some Adobe programs.
But it's stupid.
No, to publish to a public medium seems stupid.
I wish to send
I'm
this
just saying, it's something that Adobe does.
I
do.
wish to send this to
I
the
have
internet.
I have accidentally hit the publish button before.
Checkout?
I would like to have some. Are you going to get?
Perforce. Okay, I'm like, checkout?
You're buying it.
This is... No. Checkout is
I would-
usually... You're if you're working on a collaborative project, that you can check out a portion of it and then therefore say that nobody else can edit it because I'm working on it. I can understand that. And I was like, the fuck is... But perforce is understandable because that's a separate thing. But I have perforce completely turned off.
So Giz says that he found his old school RuneScape hours.
Please open up his soul.
No, if you go to here, there's a reason that under I almost under set launch I have no P4, so no perforce, because it actually causes the particle effects, the screen. So if I'm in SFM and I go to particle editor tool, this would normally take about 10 seconds to open. But if I turn up perforce, it opens up instantly. It's a preload thing that doesn't matter.
And that, my dear friends and viewers on YouTube, Twitch, instead, it is going to be a learned moment from the drunk man. Good job.
God damn it. You guys don't play that much.
What is
What?
that?
How much did it say?
22, I don't know, there was 47 days.
47.
What?
Yes! I used to see
When
those
those Movie
postings
Maker was
everywhere
fun.
on the old school programs, but it didn't take long to export. Well, it's given as an option to, but there is no key for it. So I could put a button for it, but it really just seems stupid. But for somebody that just was like making Fortnite videos, they can be like, "Aah!" And that makes sense.
Camtasia, the one that I used to make my really shitty videos, was they have a hotkey to publish straight to YouTube, and it takes like half the time that it takes to actually render the video.
Well,
I don't know why.
That's what I don't understand. It says publish to YouTube, and I'm like, but the whole thing is that you have to render it first. And if you're rendering direct to video to where YouTube got uploaded, you're exporting direct to MP4, and the MP4 codec used by SFM is shit.
Yeah.
Its black is like 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good pull. I like that. That was good.
because work today, I was in documentation. All they were talking about was 50 Shades of Grey for like an hour.
What?
It was funny.
I'm sorry, what?
Was it?
I'm gonna stop it
the
there.
Two normal
50
people?
Shades of Grey, the book, or 50 Shades of Grey, the color?
The book. Duh.
They said no, it was the book.
Oh,
But,
God.
Good
Lord, women.
But no, the MP4 codec for SFM is very, very bad. So that's why I export everything as image sequence, because the PNGs that it exports are pure black. So I can bring those into After Effects, and After Effects will maintain the contrast ratio a lot better than that. I'm wondering if I have. No, it's not going to be in there. I'm not going to be able to find it. No, and the other reason that it's best to always do image sequence, no matter what on SFM, is because if you're doing a render that's going to take, say, 20 hours, super long render, and you mess up 18 hours into it, your whole video's fucked. Everything is gone. But if it's an image sequence, I just go back like 2 seconds within that image sequence and start it again, and I say fuck it. Or whatever the last scene was. The one probably hardest video I've ever had in terms of rendering was...
Question. There is no semicolon, by the way. Do you guys do cascarones and piñatas?
This one.
Cascarones?
I'm
I'm not sure what
that
that
might have
is.
been more.
This is actually the hardest render I've ever done because this shot.
Cascarone?
I'm not sure what that is.
I don't know what that is.
This shot was so long from here to here because it's a single shot.
Corones is
That
for
the
multiples.
at the quality I was rendering it at, it would have taken 36 hours, and it was way too long. And so there was a time about
It sounds
Small
like
toys?
Easter.
it was about here. You'll see the smoke gathering, and then it kind of goes away, and then it comes back again. And the whole reason it did that was because the render was so long that it was going to take more time than I was willing to lock my computer down for. So I rendered it beyond a certain time, stopped it, did whatever I needed to do, then came back and rendered it overnight again, like 4 seconds before, and then ended up being between that gap. Well, when I restarted it again, for some reason the particles were different in terms of the smoke, and so when I blended them over that 4 second, or I can't remember the gap, it ended up causing this difference between where there's smoke here, then going away, and then coming back again. So the whole reason that happens is for that reason, was because I was so sick of waiting for this goddamn render, mainly because of these fucking rocks on the ground. Because when you say you're rendering a shot,
Were you using a dynamic light on those rocks? Oh boy, were you using a dynamic light on those rocks?
there's shadows, yes,
Why?
because it looks cool.
Because it looks cool.
Just
Duh.
stretch the rocks and make them black.
No, okay. This isn't Blender.
Oh.
I'm working with a gaming engine.
Oh yeah, I
How many
forgot.
drinks have you had?
So the problem with this shot was that everything that was in this this shot right here,
Like what do you count as a drink?
everything you put in your mouth.
Yes.
And 6.
Everything that was going on in this shot was also being processed at this exact moment because of how because if SFM, if I wasn't splitting a shot, it had to still be in the background. So everything was back here. So even these little rocks and pebbles right here were still being processed at this point because it was a gaming engine.
Yeah,
it's not
that's why
smart.
Blender is better.
Midprem's asking,
And Blender
what
is-
about a version with header
Haderpaderp.
derp?
That literally looks like you just fell asleep on your keyboard.
What about the Urgin without the little
if I could render,
the herpaderp?
if I could render in Herderpaderp,
That would be great. What would that look like?
that would both take 1 minute and 12 days
It
at
would
the
look
exact
great.
same
It
time.
would look
It
great.
takes a lot of time. So to answer your question about casarones and pinatas, are you talking
The
about
blooper?
Easter?
What is she talking about?
The bloober.
Bloober.
She's talking about the bloober.
Midnight. I told you to have one drink, not like
Okay.
drink.
Okay. To answer your question before, you said question. Do you guys do cascarones or pinatas? I'm gonna say pinatas just because I have no idea what the other word is.
It
Cascarones.
stands for confetti eggs. So it's like Easter where you except for it's a real egg.
So if you egg somebody's house, it'll be happy instead of sad.
Yeah, it has confetti inside of the eggs. You take
Dude,
the
that's-
middle of the egg out. I just
Let's
had to
do
look
that
it up.
later.
Let's go Cascarones.
Okay.
Let's go Cascarones Jeff's
Okay.
house.
Okay. Wait.
Pinatas we
You were
use
just-
on a couple of occasions.
You were just acting like you knew it all, but you looked it up because it was there.
Yeah,
Yes.
I had never heard of it before.
Okay. Because
But it stands for confetti eggs.
Midnight, stop
we use
using your
pinatas
Texas
because
language.
we're Minnesotan and Polish sometimes.
Stop using
Pretend.
Texas language because you keep bringing up terms that I.
That is not
What-
Texas language.
What was the other one for flip flops or sandals? There was some other.
Oh,
term
that's Satan speak. You can't say that.
There's something else that she brought up, and I'm like, I
Says,
have no. idea.
that's not how you use them. I'm assuming she's talking about the cascarone.
Midnight, how many drinks have you had? I need a number. The shy got us.
Don't egg someone, please.
Don't egg someone, please. I'm gonna egg Jay's house.
We're gonna
do
egg
it.
somebody, and
I don't know
we're
what
we're gonna put your Twitter
chanclas
account
is.
in it. We're gonna write it in.
What is chanclas?
Hey, Kyle.
Less.
Class?
Oh my god. You actually got it before me.
Can you
Mead?
not give me lemon.
Okay, not lemon.
Following up from stuff, it tastes
wine?
weird.
I need
No,
no
it's
lemon.
it's lemon.
Oh, it's lemon?
It's lemon cider.
It's lemon cider.
No, normally it's good, but following up from mead is really weird.
Guess so she's still being affected by the marker cake.
Wow. Wow.
Hopefully that cake didn't like make you sick, but guess so she's still affected by the marker cake.
The marker? Oh, that's old.
No, come back here. Okay, I think okay.
What?
I want to look at it before I put it in my mouth this time. I don't trust him. I did not know what that was until I started drinking it, and then my
You
brain.
opened a can that was. Look at this.
I still find absolutely hilarious
Where's your
that you
stream?
think
There
that
it is.
it's
This can
sinking a mile.
was the one he had the first time. This can is the second one he had. And so the difference is quite pronounced.
In
Yet
my defense,
you opened
It had
it.
a cozy over it.
You opened it
In my
pretending.
defense, they're both soft and squishy.
They're both
No,
soft.
this is not the same. No, I want a mead. Give me back.
Oh my god!
Give me.
You were such a.
That does sound
I
good,
don't
but
even
no.
know.
What was it?
apple?
It was tri-apple. She
Tri-apple?
was trying to mess with me again.
How many drinks have you had? 4?
Well, when we first got here, Kyle had me drink essentially like a triple shot of vodka.
It was
Kyle!
only a double and it was
Thank
green.
you.
It didn't matter.
It's only a double.
After I drank a mead, and then I had another mead, and then he gave me a
Whiskey Coke.
whiskey
Orange
Coke,
Coke.
which was
Orange
actually
Coke.
really good. I'm actually surprised how it's orange vanilla Coke mead or not mead. Oh my god, that sounds disgusting. Coke, and then that thing. So I don't know. Liquid.
This video is not getting down tonight. What?
Oh, yeah, he needs to do things.
Wow. Wow.
Aw, I'm sorry, Michael. You could just, take a night off. You've been working really hard.
You should always take a night off, or at least time off.
Yeah, especially if your ankle hurts. What are you?
Wow.
My boss is really big on that. Of say, what was it, about a month ago? So 3:15. So about like this week and this week. So like the last week of January and the first week of February, I worked an absolute buttload of hours, and I built up a lot of overtime. And so my boss just had me take a week off. In the future, it didn't really work out that very well. But my boss is really big on if you work a lot, to take the time off to make sure that you keep your personal time.
We have pinatas up here.
But that's my boss is cool.
Even though apparently Kyle killed the pinata.
We have been pinatas. Actually, we had a pinata. Well, we didn't actually use it. So we had a. I think it's for my birthday, on September. We did a taco party for whatever reason. And so we got like fake mustaches, and I had a straw hat, and we had a taco pinata. We never destroyed the pinata, but we were playing Mexican music, and we were just having fun because whatever. And Jay Holler ended up taking the pinata and ended up destroying it in their basement and using it in a video. But the whole purpose of us getting it, so we had the pinata, but it was more of a show.
What kind of pinata was it again?
A Target brand.
Well, I mean, was that the taco?
Wow.
I think you got a taco.
It was a taco, yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Wow. You look like shit. You look like...
Michael, take the night off.
I think it's weird that I'm still at the actual interface of not having any confusion in actually using. It's just trying to figure out.
You look like...
He's
Details.
being silly right now.
You look like shit.
It's like if you touch it, he doesn't want to
You
play
look
it.
like shit.
He's like, if you touch it, I
You
don't
look
want
like
to play.
shit.
Oh, Mike
I'll
just woke up
play
from a
it.
nap. He's been having old man naps for like days.
That's because he stays up till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Painting?
It's because he's an old man.
Is it because he's an old man?
But
No.
he's younger than I am, isn't he?
No.
He's a year older than me, so yeah, he's slightly younger than you.
I win, I think.
Is that how that works?
I don't know.
I needed to pull the bottle of this.
Yeah, Michael,
Do
how
you
old are
want some
you?
orange cherry cola? Or
Hell no.
sorry, orange vanilla cola.
No.
Orange cherry
I don't like
cola
soda.
sounds disgusting.
Wait.
No,
I don't like
Now
soda.
give me a glass.
I am.
Give me a glass.
I am 34.
Give me
34
your
and a half.
glass.
Which one?
For what?
I have orange cherry cola.
He's gonna drink it.
With?
I have orange cherry cola. What do you want with it? Whiskey?
Oh,
I
good.
think I'm gonna regret it.
Whiskey?
I'm gonna regret it.
Whiskey? Don't give me a glass.
It was really good last time.
It
Can
was
you
pretty good.
can you toss an ice cube in there?
I can indeed.
Okay.
Michael, take the night off. Stinker butt.
Actually, root beer is really good. I used to be
You need help?
my brain is not working. Cream soda man. I used to love cream soda. My New Year's resolution is to cut out sugar. My New Year's resolution is to cut out a sugar intense things. So while he's putting Coke in things, it's very, very little Coke. But like even the mead that we have here. So if you think about it, a can of Coke or a can of Mountain Dew normally like this would be like 30 something grams of sugar. This is 5 grams of sugar. So it's about keeping it minimal. But I've been drinking Perrier water, so I've been cutting out a lot of sugar. And so one of the things is cream soda is super high in sugar. But no, cream soda is if you ever had like Polar Classic, there's Polar cream soda. That's not the same. Polar Classic, it's a glass bottle, comes in a 4-pack, I think. If you can ever find those, I think Cub Foods has it, but Cub Foods is more of a Northwest stuff. Polar Classic is one of the best cream sodas I've ever had. Frost Top is another good cream soda. I used to drink a crap load of cream soda, but Frost Top root beer is also good. But I don't know where Mountain Peak where you are, but I know Frost Top's more big in the Appalachians. I never had red cream soda. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Red cream
Slush
soda?
drinks and frappuccinos. Okay, yeah,
Do I just
frappuccinos are addicting as hell, but in a bad way. I am a coffee snob.
Orange vanilla cherry cream with
Andrew's face.
Did you mix cherry Coke in there?
yes. That is what I just said.
Why?
Because you said cherry and orange vanilla wouldn't taste bad, and I said okay.
Actually, doesn't smell that bad.
It probably doesn't. I like cherry Coke.
It doesn't
a lot.
smell that bad, but it doesn't smell that good.
Yeah, it's probably only in the South. I've never heard of red cream soda before. No, I'm pretty sure it's crazy sugar.
Red cream soda.
If you
is
put the word soda in
completely
anything,
foreign.
the word soda in anything is usually crazy sugar. Like here, what does Mountain Dew?
That's not Mountain Dew. You said Mountain Dew out of your mouth.
The cherry soda is worse than the orange.
It is, yeah.
Okay,
Y'all are slurring. Talk faster. She's right. Talk faster, Argo.
Y'all.
you just need to slow your brain down.
Y'all
So
better start talking faster.
Oh,
man.
Mike
Okay,
is gonna
so-
bring you some red cream soda for
so
Chicago.
this is what's stupid. So this is why I cut out sugar. So this bottle,
Now, one bottle. How many fluid ounces? 12? 12 fluid ounces?
this
11
is a standard 16.9 fluid ounce.
16.9 fluid ounces.
Where did I
Okay.
get 12? Okay, so this right here
12 fluid ounces can.
is 58 grams of sugar. 58. A standard Mountain Dew, because Mountain Dew is the absolute worst, is I think 72 to 73. So for this, if you think about it, that's not much less than 1 1/10 of a kilogram of sugar. A kilogram of fucking sugar. This says even that they added in 117% of your daily input of sugar. This stupid. And it's because of that. Because sugar is not a necessity for diet. You could say fat is needed, carbs are needed, or something is needed in some way or another. I cut out all my sugar since January. Other than some bits where I allow it here and there. But I've been replacing it mainly with Perrier water. So, like, if I'm going to drink carbonated, so which is zero sugar, zero anything.
You're talking and not drinking.
The cat is going nuts.
Just St. Patrick's Day. No green in that one.
I was just going to say that. It's not green. But no,
Sweetheart, what's going on?
just by cutting out sugar alone and really nothing else, I lost about 10 pounds in a month. Nothing else.
Since I got
and that was already being minimal soda. So if you're sugar is useless. It's useless, and to me, it's addicting in that if you have it a lot, you're going to need it a lot. But if you give yourself about 2 weeks, really, I cut it out where I don't have a sweet tooth anymore. A lot of this to me is too sweet. But Cal keeps handing it to me, so I'm going to go with it.
You just asked for it.
You asked.
It's a third and a third and a third.
Third and a third of what?
Putting it under there.
Well, I know like lick. Oh, the other lick. Okay. It's pretty good though.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Like good in a sugar good, or like good in, I don't need your face germs. I'll take my own. Thank you very much.
Okay. No, it's actually
Actually, where did I put this in my glass?
No, I love sugar, but it was getting rid of the addiction. It's the same thing. Like I used to
sugar is for winners.
No, I used to have a problem of I used to drink like I used to drink like 3 to 4 cups of coffee a day, and that it came to the point where if I went like 12 hours without caffeine, I started getting a caffeine headache, which is stupid. So I cut out all caffeine. So I just had to get rid of the addiction. And caffeine sugar is the same way. Is an addiction. So it's I think a little bit longer one. So when I cut out sugar on January 1st, it took about a week, and I was like, oh, this isn't that bad. This is pretty easy. Week 1 through 2. Sucked, because then my body actually started saying, I need sugar, why are you not giving it to me? But after I went past that probably 2 weeks is when I actually started getting used to it a bit more. But it was finding replacements. So like I was used to some kind of a carbonated liquid, so I replaced, and when I say no sugar, I mean no artificial sugars. So I tried to find a carbonated water I liked. I could not find one until I find Perrier. That's the only artificial or the only sparkling water I've had that I've liked, because the mineral water has at least some kind of a taste to it, and I'm addicted to that stuff. But there's literally nothing in there but calcium. I've cut out like donuts, cookies, cakes, and to me, it's easier to say yes or no to something than it is to say I'll allow this sometimes but not others. So like today at work, when one of the ladies had left work, they brought in a bunch of cakes, and I just said no. It's easier to say no than it is to say should I or shouldn't I. So I'm treating it as a black and white approach. So like today, whatever, I'm having a couple, especially since he's mixing them like fucking 50-50.
I just said 30-30-30, so
30-30.
I'm not giving
you didn't say me which 30.
I also don't drink a lot of sugar, so
no. But that was hard. It was actually hard. Like you would think like, oh, sugar's not a problem. No, it actually is. It's surprising how much of our
first
problem...
month is a fucking bitch.
No, the first week. No, the second week was the hardest. After the second week, I literally don't have a sweet tooth anymore, and I love it. Because I have addicted to salty.
Salty is completely fine. Your pancreas and your kidneys are all good on that.
Just
No,
drink
like-
a
As long as
lot
sugar.
of water.
Just make sure you're hydrated.
I could eat
yeah.
a bag of Cape Cod chips a day.
Yeah, well, that means you need more salt, though.
Not necessarily.
No.
Well, no.
It's because they're
Salt,
fucking good.
salt isn't addictive, though. Salt is a necessary bodily function.
Whoa.
Your cells,
You look
your
like
cells
shit.
need salt.
But it's really easy to have whale.
Well, yeah, they need salt, but not that much.
Your kidneys can excrete as much salt as it need
It
be.
can
Excrete.
An entire bag of potato chips.
That's not good for you. That's the carbs kicking in.
It was delicious.
I bet it was.
But to me, sugar is more addicting. Because salt, I have a need for,
is.
but sugar is one of those where like it felt like my body was really revolting against itself.
Sugar is a dopamine, while salt is not.
Rathlo says shit.
Yeah, he does.
Cherry Coke and my lip
now
felt
it's
like it was becoming numb, and then spit out the soda. Carbs is the Gizmo diet. All carbs all the time. You literally eat nothing but pizza. Giz.
I'm not trusting you on any diet advice.
Giz, you are the fittest person I know because you eat one pizza a day and you don't take any vitamins. You're going to die by 35. The iron content...
It sounded like it just said dead.
The iron content in your body is going to, like, freeze up your bones, and then you're literally going to have so many carbs inside your system that it's just literally going to go, like, clot. Like, right to your heart. The thunk.
By the way, Michael, we're
so
not
upset.
eating rice and beans every day. No.
We're not eating hot dog tacos every day. We can't.
I guess a hot dog sounds really good, though.
Well, when it gets nice enough to grill outside, we can have hot dogs.
Don't pick your nose. It's okay if it's
No, I just have an itchy nose. This is the dry weather doesn't help me.
Yeah, I know, right?
There's too many things over here to choose from.
It's okay. I make things that get rid of the heart blockages.
What?
All right,
he's
Giz.
right, actually. He
All right,
does.
Giz.
What?
All right, so if you get rid of things...
No, he does. He actually works in a factory that makes things that they're just catheters.
I'm pretty sure catheters don't go to your heart.
They can. Yeah, they do.
I put it up my penis until it reached my heart.
I didn't say that. You just got blocked from Twitch, so there you go. BLM stands for Big Lettuce Matters. God bless that man.
What?
It's a pacemaker. It's a peacemaker is what it is.
Bacon.
It's the UN.
Bacon.
I'm ready for Taco Bell.
Bacons are good.
I just want fucking bacon right now.
I can go to Taco Bell if you want.
No.
Oh
It's
my
literally
goodness. Did you read Michael's post?
No, we just
I
posted
remember a
it.
news story of a guy in New York that lived to be 210. He asked what his diet was, and he kept to keep him healthy so long, and he said it was bread soaked in bacon, grease, and beer. No, okay.
That's not
I've
real.
had other stories of where people like the person that had become the oldest person because somebody else had died. You know, that's great. And he says all you take in is aspirin a day. And so anybody that is that old, if you think by percent, you're gonna get somebody that just gets lucky and gets that
It's in their
that lives it
genes.
long because of their genes or their just living habits.
That's
or
like all those
location.
people. That's like all those people who have been like, if you drink one glass of wine, red wine, a day, you will live to be 110 because this lady over here did that exact same thing and antioxidants.
Were you pointing above my head?
No, yes.
I don't feel like
And
that's the
so
majority,
it gets to the point where it's like, oh, antioxidants are literally the thing that keep you alive when that's not the case. And all this pseudoscience where it's like, hey, if
moderation.
I heard a newscast the other day where it was like, oh, if you drink one alcoholic beverage a day, you'll live to be 102. And it's like, what? Like,
well, there was
no, I'm drinking to not live as long.
well, to
Excuse me.
I don't care about like what the highest number is the average. And I think they said one of the highest averages for a living person is this country where they respect their elders, for one, because America doesn't. In that they go for nature walks constantly. So it's about going outside.
Fresh air and exercise.
Mm-hmm.
Not just exercise and fresh air, but it's about going out and enjoying external stuff to me. It's about It's not just
Nature.
it's not about like that meme's funny.
Well, once a year, you have to at least get out to some sort of camping because I think it legitimately helps you, like, acclimatize.
To me, there's a lot of okay, so we used to do boundary waters a lot.
Yeah,
And,
so did I.
So the Boundary Waters, for those that don't know, Boundary Waters is northern Minnesota. It's a bunch of lakes that have no motorized vehicles. You can only take canoe. So essentially, when you're out on that lake, there's no noise, no nothing. You're just manual labor all the way. But to plan for a lot of this stuff was a lot of work. So, like for my father, because we used to go with him a lot, the amount of work that built up for that was immense. He would plan out like, okay, on this date we're gonna have this meal, and then we're gonna have a layer of ice on in the cooler, and then we're gonna have this meal, and then a layer of ice because all the layers of ice were drinking water.
Well, yeah.
And so he had this super plan. So it was an immense amount of work beforehand, but then when you got there, it was a release. And it's like, is there a balance?
I think there is a point in your adult life, even now, where you need to go out and you need to have, like, every single year, I try to at least go camping once because you need to have an experience.
Okay, camping by what terms of camping?
Going out, hiking out, 12 kilometers out into the woods.
Okay, because that's different from like, I went to a campsite with my camper and we survived and watched the 40
No. Going out into the wilderness, sitting, not being able to hear a highway is the most important part. Oh. And then just cooking a meal for even if it's 2 or 3 days, being able to go out, have an experience where you're just alone, or you're with somebody else, or you're just kind of isolated from all the riffraff that is society, and then just quietly reevaluate and then reorient yourself so you can go back. It's necessary. The Boundary Waters I haven't been for at least 4 years, and I have felt not being there for a long time.
Well, to me,
the Boundary Waters is the most effective because your exertion and the level of work you get to per campsite is just above and beyond everything else.
I've never been.
Well, like, I used to hate runny eggs. There used to be a thing of, if I wanted to eat eggs, it had to be scrambled. Had to be.
Yeah.
Because I had this thing against it. But then, the first time I went to the Boundary Waters, you're paddling. Like, we started at like 6 or 7 a.m.
Yep.
You paddle all day. You work
Until
your
like
fucking
6 or
ass off.
7 until it's getting dark.
Yeah, and we didn't even stop at like camp 1, 2,
Well,
3.
it's camping, break camp, paddle, portage paddle.
Okay.
However many times that happens.
Well, like,
and then paddle, and then unload gear, set up camp, and then you get to eat.
So, but like, it was the next morning. So after you work your fucking ass off from like 6 a.m. until 8 p.m. And this is from somebody that's like a gamer type. And so I'm better about that now, but I used to be like really bad about that. And we ended up stopping at a camp. And so you're exhausted. You sleep overnight and you wake up in the morning and they fucking give you runny eggs with bacon and hash browns.
That is literally
best fucking breakfast I've ever had in my life. After that, you can fucking run my eggs over everything.
Exactly. If you are,
That sounds really
I think
wrong.
I don't know.
So good.
I don't know if this is specifically a shit. I don't know specifically like a man thing, but there is a moment when you're camping. You've been portaging for 5 days, and you get to the end of that portage, and you're like, "We're gonna camp here for 2 days," and you're like, "I will eat anything in the world. Like, I will just it will be a grace to just sit there and eat anything." And you get to the morning and you're like, eggs. You have an egg. You have eggs left over from like all those portages, and they're at the bottom of the cooler. And then you have to eat something. And runny egg yolks on Boundary Water strips are literally the top.
Yes.
Of
they are.
Anything in the world because you just need that food. You just need that food. It's it's literally the best thing in the world.
I think the last time we were at the Boundary Waters.
I agree.
So we ended up having where it was probably the hardest we ever did. where we took a trip in, and about halfway through, it started raining and thunderstorming. So about halfway through, we had to stop at a portage, and we were wearing rain ponchos, and we literally sat there for about an hour straight, rain running over us.
In the canoes?
No, we were stopped at the side of the road because we were in rivers. And we were stopped at the side of the road, and we were just raining ponchos, and we were just waiting for the rain to stop. And so all the rain is just running over you. You're cold, and rain ponchos is stopping the rain from reaching you, but it doesn't stop the sweat from building up. So underneath the ponchos, you're just sweaty, hot, and humid. And you're just sitting there for an hour. So you're kind of miserable. But at the same time, you've also been working your ass off, and you feel that kind of like feeling of success. And so you're kind of like, okay, we're getting there. That's fine. Mm-hmm. So we sat there for about an hour. Got back on the water. Well, it was still lightning. And probably shouldn't have done that because you're putting a giant lightning rod in the air. I mean, there were wood.
You were what?
Like lightning rod in the air.
No, but what were you doing?
You're paddling.
Oh, you're paddling. Oh, yes.
Probably not the best
wood
idea.
paddles are not lightning rods.
But still, in the middle of a lake, it's better than nothing. So,
I guess, yeah.
So we pushed our way through, and so we camped, whatever, fine. There's a lot. Oh God, I have so many stories from there. But while we were leaving, we ended up going through the Snake River, which is tiny little river, to where we had to constantly stop just to get over beaver dams. So we would run into a stop.
Beavers are the meanest motherfuckers.
So we'd have to get out of the canoe to lift the boat over, and this isn't just a canoe. You're lifting like 150 pounds of all your gear, everything.
No.
Over this.
It's 100 pounds of aluminum if you're losing aluminum, and then it's at least 150 pounds of gear.
So yeah, you're lifting
250 pounds
over.
Per 3 guys
so
or
you
2
do
guys.
This, and at the end of and it was called Snake River, and so we get to the end of this, and I don't know why they chose this river. But looking back, I'm glad they did. So we get to the end of this, and it was about a mile portage. So we get to the end of this, and we're like, okay, so we need to get our gear. 1 mile that way. We've spent literally 5 to 6 hours moving. And at this point, an hour into our trip, and okay, so you know what the term portage means. A portage means is that your canoe stops, gets to a shore, and you take everything out of it, move it some unknown distance until you drop it back in the water and go again.
Yes.
So portage is just a manual transition from one water to another. So at the very beginning, and this was probably like 6:30 in the morning, I'm sitting in the canoe, and there was this thing of like, let's save time. So you get in the canoe and you're the front. So if you're the front, you're the person that is in charge of just power, but the person in the back is steering. And my uncle was in the back.
Power and steering.
And so I'm in the front, and he pushes off a little bit. And so he goes and puts 1 foot in the canoe and goes to push off and loses his balance.
Okay.
So the entire fucking canoe tips over. So it's 6:30 in the morning. It's like 50 fucking degrees, and I get fucking soaked. Because I get dropped in the water, all our gear gets dropped in the water, but we're leaving, so who cares? And so I get absolutely goddamn soaked, and I am chilled to the bone. But there's no choice. I mean, and I stripped down, put on dry clothing, but you're still wet. Doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. And so, pissed me off because my fucking uncle just dropped me in the fucking water, and I don't deal with them enough to care. And so I am pissed.
He's right.
But by about 2 to 3 hours later, it was 85, 90 degrees and humid, and I'm wet. Mm. Everybody else is complaining how hot it is. I am nice and cool.
Exactly.
So it is fine. So, but
Did
anyways,
you tell him to jump in the lake?
I was pissed in the beginning, but I was happy.
There are a lot of times when you're like, "Are you warm?" Then dip your hat in the water.
Yeah, dip your hat in the water is awesome. I had a full rim hat because I'm redhead. So, so we get to the end of this portage. It's a 1 mile portage, which means that you have to pick up a pack that is anywhere from 50 to 100 pounds, and you have to walk it after paddling for 5 hours in a full mile.
Carrying a canoe.
I was not carrying the canoe.
I was always carrying the canoe.
Okay, so I didn't carry the canoe, but it was a fuckload of work. And this is from somebody that hadn't done any workouts or anything before. That hour or that what is it? Probably about 20 to 30 minutes.
Probably about
walking
20
there,
minutes, yeah.
horrible. Because it's not just like walking a track. You're walking up and down and you're walking through gullies. It was horrible, but you get into a rhythm and you get to the end, and there was no car at the end because my dad was bringing the canoe. He was going to go get the car afterwards. After you carry 50 to 70 something pounds of gear a mile, you feel like you are a god afterwards.
Yes, you do.
From somebody coming from somebody that has never run or done any exercise in their life, the trip back from there, I ran the entire fucking way because after all that gear, I felt so fucking light. I just booked it. And I got to the back and I'm like jumping and I'm like, give me more, give me more, give me more.
Yeah.
And then you put that on your back, and it was probably one of the biggest adrenaline running enjoyable months of my life. And I got more gear, put it on my back, and that return trip was nothing. After that, we were done. We got in the car. I fucking crashed hard. But then we went to some place, got fucking eggs and bacon and meat platter, and it was delicious.
Yep.
But you played
And
soccer.
well, yes, no, I didn't
It's
play
not the
defense.
same.
It was not the same, but it was exhausting. But I still remember almost every moment of every walk there because it showed me that it was super hard going in, but when you work super hard that bit, the reward going back, the adrenaline rush, the endorphin rush that it had going back was worth every moment. Mm-hmm. So was it hard? Yes. But just because something hard doesn't mean it's not rewarding. So I miss that because waking up in the morning with the dew rising off of the middle of nowhere, you don't hear cars, you don't see lights, you don't see nothing, just quiet. And just getting up on a lake, it was peaceful. And I miss that.
I like how Michael says how to vote
wait.
with Argo.
August. You have time out? Do you have time out for August?
Don't be asking me any of those questions right now because I'm just going to say yes and fuck you.
I know, I got you. No, man, I've been looking to go back to the Boundary Waters for
No, Michael, you take the night
thing
off.
is I haven't
real
been
reason. I've been solo once, and that was an interesting experience, but I wouldn't do it again.
Every time I've been back, okay, when we did Snake River, the reason we did Snake River was because when we were, I have no idea if that fucking name is correct. It just makes sense. Was because at that point the fires had went through, so lakes 1, 2, and 3 were burned.
Yep.
And
never mind, yeah.
So we went that way because it was at least not so burned. It was at least okay to go that way. I don't know what they are now. I heard they're better.
Okay. Oh god, well
it's been like 10 years.
The last time, no. The last time I was out in the Boundary Waters, the burn was just about getting over, and that was 2014. The raspberry bushes had taken over most of the area, but the burn had definitely gone through at 2009. And then
you look like shit.
I'm pretty sure it's 2009, 2010.
I think it might have been smidgen after.
I remember my senior year of high school going out to the Boundary Waters and having the burn. Just the tail end of the burn is what I remember.
2011.
Was 2011? Was the last forest fire?
Well, they have forest fires every year. It says the massive one.
Was 2011?
Yeah.
Well, like when
I
definitely had one before 2011, which was also a burn. So.
Well, they do controlled ones, but this one was just like insanity.
The controlled burns, I don't think were done very well for the last decade.
No.
Because before it was like no burn is good burn.
Well, that was California's thing, where they're like, no burn at all.
Well, even Boundary Waters was the same way of like, there's a fire hazard, don't do fires.
It says reaching historic proportions back in 2011.
Yeah.
So.
Okay,
which
so
sucks.
Then, yeah.
I'm glad I was in the Boundary Waters because we used to go. I remember going through lakes 1, 2, and 3, and the reason they were called lakes 1, 2, and 3 was because they were basically the. Do you want to go to the Boundary Waters? Are you new to canoeing? Go to Lake 1.
Can you look up?
It's easy to remember. And so there was a bunch of campsites early on, but we never stopped at any of those. We always went like past Lake 3, and there was
on a map.
some of the best campsites. Like there was one lake we went to. I think it was well past Lake 3, and I think this is actually where we stopped with the lake with Snake River, but we ended up on the way out went that way. We went past Lake 3 and a bunch of other lakes, and you ended up going to your own lake. There's only 3 campsites in the entire lake, and when you're camping in the Boundary Waters during the summer, you have to stop at these specific campsites. They don't allow you to camp anywhere else.
That one's better.
And so when we were on that lake, we were the only ones on that lake. And it's a beautiful campsite. You have the lake to yourself. The only time you heard any noise with anybody portaging into that lake. So there is no planes. There is no industry. There is no cars. There's no nothing for like 50 miles. So the only sounds you hear are just nature.
This is the actual physical map.
And that is satisfying as hell.
The
The stars start coming out before the sun's even set. So when you're looking at the lake, you start seeing the stars reflecting on the lake before the stars are set. It is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. What are lakes? I'm sorry, you're in Texas. They don't have water there.
North.
I apologize.
We came down a little south and crossed back over.
Actually, I've never chatted for a while. I should probably check that here.
Yeah, it's.
But no, if anybody is able to go to or has time to be able to go to the Boundary Waters in Minnesota, I definitely recommend it. The rules there are no motorized vehicles. So if you're there is no you can't take a rotor or a gasoline powered vehicle there. Everything has to be manually powered. So once you're on there, the only sounds you hear are a portage where people are banging or every now and then banging wood on wood or wood on metal because they're paddles. So every now and then you hear bang 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 way off in the distance. But it is essentially just pure nature. And it is satisfying. We did go winter camping there one year, and when you're winter camping in the Boundary Waters, there is no restrictions for camping, so you can camp wherever you want. And when we did it, we brought our husky, her German Shepherd dog, and originally we had it built up where he would be able to pull the sled, but he was fucking lazy and did not want to do that. So my brother ended up doing it. We ended up stopping at a normal campsite, but it was probably one of the hardest and best experiences of my life. So when we stopped there, like overnight, it dropped to like 10 to 15 degrees, and it was so cold that we're trying to cuddle up next to each other just naturally because it was so cold that when you go to sleep, you're moving and it's fine. You're used to it. But as soon as you stopped moving and you went to sleep, your metabolism dropped and everything got super cold. And so we ended up like holding each other, trying to stay warm. Well, the dog is laying on his back.
And there was 70 mile winds on
but during the day we would go out and see these like Indian rites or drawings on the stone that you normally wouldn't be able to see without going to a river. It was absolutely gorgeous. It gives you a new appreciation for winter. You'll normally think, 15, it's not that bad, it's not that cold. But then you go out into it and live in it and not go back into your heated environment. And it's super cold. You don't realize how cold that is. And it was super cool experience. I definitely appreciate it. Being able to walk up on rivers that were right up to cliff sides. Instead of taking the river to it, walking up to them and seeing drawings from Indians from hundreds of years ago. Super cool. I definitely love that.
We came across the breadth. We came up the width.
If you're looking for a place in Wisconsin and Minnesota explore,
right down here.
To me, and again, I'm just going to come from the experience from somebody that has only lived what is in those areas. Driving just through 94 through Wisconsin is actually a pretty cool experience, just because when you start out in Minnesota, it's very flat. But as you go about halfway through, you started getting these rocks that are super, super high above what would be considered water level because of the glaciers that went through. And that is very, very cool to see. So you're going to be suddenly hitting this cliff that you're just driving right through the middle of this stuff that goes for hundreds of feet above you. It doesn't really, unless you think about where it came from, it doesn't seem like much. But when you think about it, it's actually really, really cool. Wisconsin is really pretty, but I would say it's in the fall. Go there in.
Here's the rest of that. No drink this water.
It's just water.
Drink your water.
I'm working on it.
Drink it now.
Okay.
Chug.
No, Wisconsin in the fall, if you go through there, think of every picture you have ever seen of everything. So, like...
of everything. Every picture of everything.
Exactly. So, like...
So, Wisconsin is everything.
So, if you were to... And I'm going to see if I can find some decent ones here. I'm going to keep clicking this button. I have no idea what it's opening. I have... Oh my god, I have so many Google open already. This one. Okay. So, I literally can't see straight. So,
I haven't been to Crystal Cave in forever.
So, if you were to, like... If you're curious as to what Wisconsin looks like in the fall...
Those are all fake.
Yeah. That's
Those are all fake.
That's why I'm skipping them. This is pretty accurate, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay.
It looks like a big pumpkin.
So is where you can sit from the freeway and you can literally look for all directions, and it's just yellow, orange, and red. And the problem is hitting that right time. So you can say like, "Oh, I'm gonna go out there in mid September." Who knows? You never know.
Prime in mid-September.
She doesn't know what red trees.
The thing is
look like.
you
She
don't
has
know
red cactuses.
because fall isn't just a set time of the year. It's always random. But when you look at a picture like this isn't just color manipulation. This is literally what it looks like, and it is absolutely beautiful. If you hit the right time of the year through Wisconsin, just driving 94 is a experience in itself.
Where I will
don't
add to
speak.
that where my parents live right now and where I grew up in Osceola, Minnesota, or Osceola, Wisconsin.
Well, anything outside the main city area,
right next to the river valley, St. Croix River. And there is a huge drop down. It's almost 100.
Exactly.
That exactly. Yes. Minus the water line, but 150 meters down to where the river valley starts. You go down this huge hill and you take a right, and then you go across a little bridge, and then there's just basically just imagine the water line not being there, but just trees for hundreds of miles just up the river.
Mid-Prem
It
Sishi.
looks just it's astonishing.
Mid-Prem Sishi either gets green or dead, which makes
Green
sense.
or dead.
Well, no, that makes sense. But in the north, so if you're in Texas or whatever, you probably have pretty nice winters, compared to us.
They have cacti.
But the one thing that Minnesota and like Wisconsin or the Midwest doesn't have a winter or summer. In summer it's still hot and humid, and in winter it's still cold and snowy. But their winters or their spring and their fall, the spring might be a little wet sometimes, but the spring, especially the fall, is absolutely gorgeous. But the problem is how long of a period you have.
About a week or 2 weeks. That's about it.
And I think
and then it's this or brown.
And I think
That's it.
one time we had a
She's
thing
gonna
on the way
visit
to,
your parents.
I'm gonna go visit your parents, Kyle. That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Perfectly
I
fine.
might want to have a heads up.
The problem is finding the right time.
They're
because
always free.
Is it
Always free.
Is it mid-September? Is it mid-October? Is it late October? You don't know. I mean, there's been plenty of times where we're looking at the trees before, like, say, Ciderfest. So Ciderfest is like late October or early November, and we're looking at the trees and we're like, the trees are really beautiful right now, but Ciderfest is in a week. Is it going to still be that in a week?
It is never.
Nope.
And it's never.
There
Not
was
like this.
There
this
was
is literally 1 week of period.
yes.
And-
Ciderfest
Maybe
2016.
3 days.
We drove down to Ciderfest and it was like, wow, it's beautiful. We drove back and it was awful.
It
Yeah.
can be just a couple of days.
Depending on the
Literally.
moisture
Like
level.
this, you can have this. But I mean,
That's
obviously,
an
you're not
oak-
going to be
that-
standing.
That's
in
an
the middle.
oak forest.
But you're
Be
not going to be
honest.
standing in the
That's
middle.
an oak forest.
I don't care. It's red. It's really
specifically.
cool. Okay, this is actually a really good picture of it.
Yeah, that's more of it.
That
That's
is-
a painting, and yes, it is.
I don't care.
That right there is.
It's mostly tall grass and plains.
It's actually kind of uncanny because you can see the river valley, you can see the upward slope, and then you can see the opposite slope on the other side. So you can tell the river is cantering right.
And this is exactly what
So
Minnesota.
that's where I lived for fucking 18 years of my life.
Well, this is what Minnesota and Wisconsin looks like. Is you get these gradual hills, so you're going to be low enough that you can see forever. Actually,
Yep.
one of these might be better. You're not going to get that high. No, that's not accurate.
Can you just look up Osceola, Minnesota? Or Osceola, Wisconsin? Oh, okay.
I can look it up. I can type.
Osceola.
Isn't Osceola with 2 S's? Oh, is there only 1 S?
Mm-hmm.
Wisconsin doesn't have an O at the end.
That's Osceola, Wisconsin. There, that's that. Trees fall.
We're gonna look at fall though.
Oh. Well, I've been underneath that waterfall.
No,
by the
actually,
way.
this is
that right there.
Okay, it may not look like much, but that's the colors you look for.
But like miles downriver and upriver, like at least 100 total.
And the smell.
There's a specific, especially there because that waterfall right there gives the entire area a bit of
waterfall
mist.
in Osceola.
A bit of mist, and it gives you just a little bit of that perfect mixture between trees.
How about that?
And then sea, or not sea, and then
oh my god, there's a house.
Water, and then just everything. It's just so perfect.
You should probably work.
You probably should work on your animation. How long has it been? It's been
getting
at least 45 minutes since you start.
Your chat went back up.
I'm not trusting anything I am.
There you go.
I'm not trusting anything I'm working on right now, so.
Do you even know where you stopped?
You look like shit.
I'm getting there.
I can't. The last little bit there.
You look like shit.
That's close.
Well, I haven't done the end.
Michael posted something.
Well, you're still doing it to the audience, so it's pretty easy.
Michael, what did you post?
Arbordayblog.org.
Ice storm. Oh, he was saying that the ice trees after the ice storm are really pretty.
Shit.
Like, to me, the Midwest is absolutely gorgeous in the fall. And even in the spring. So the spring weather is great, but I wouldn't say the visuals are that great.
The picture you posted.
Well, if you go hiking in the spring, like proper spring, you get to this point where there's
and actually, like you showed here. So this is
winter.
Well, this is actually a really bad picture.
That's a really bad picture, yeah.
So if you get a rain or a snow below 30 and then overnight it gets below 30, you'll end up in the morning with everything covered in frost and snow to where trees look pure white. Everything looks pure white. Where essentially
not quite bad of
more white.
But for an hour or two in the morning, it looks like everything is in crystal.
And it's quiet.
And it's incredibly quiet.
It is beautiful. Mm-hmm. And but then obviously you have to drive in it and it's going to suck. Yeah. To me, I take it for granted. But it's the same way like anywhere else was when they're like, oh, weather's pretty nice and like what it's always warm and like I would take that for granted.
Are those leftovers, kids?
I can't see what his pictures are. What is that link? That is a pizza frozen! No! Is that a slice of pizza frozen in, like, highway ice? That was highway ice!
I'm gonna go use the bathroom. The pizza made me need it.
Wait,
we gotta go back to the pizza ice. No, where is it?
I think he closed it. You gotta hit the link again.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Look at that. And there's a little piece over there. And there's a quarter slice. You can see the mozzarella, whiter than the snow, possibly coming from.
What's that piece? This thing.
Where's
way
Pizza
over here
Rat?
to the left.
Giz. Where's Pizza Rat? Come on.
What's this?
You and him are cousins.
What's this all the way to the left? It looks like a sausage.
That is a bit of bacon right there.
Bacon.
A little bit of bacon.
I like bacon. Pizza death.
Pizza death. I was gonna look up something, but then I completely lost it.
Enable shake to toggle dark mode.
Enable shake to toggle.
Dark mode.
It's Twitch. Twitch has dark. Twitch is dark.
Mode.
God, he has this all fucked up.
No, don't touch it.
I'm trying to just move the camera. That worked.
Ergo 2.0.
Oh, I'm actually moving his frame key there. I should do that. Okay. There we go.
Shit.
Perfect.
Perfecto.
Perfecto.
Carl
I'm trying not to. I'm
Raffles.
trying not to actually fuck up his keyframing.
Shit.
He's just trying to get it to say just shit.
It's very difficult because your keyboard and mouse setup are awful. By the way,
no, it's all default.
Shit. He
And
just said it was
mid-
shit.
I have
Mid-Prem says that she wants glasses and chest hair on the Rathalos.
Argo, the last time I was in
I thought you were gonna say she wanted chest hair.
the last time I was in this chair, I played Fallout 4 fucking fantastically, so you can't see a goddamn
Even underneath
thing.
all
You were
those stuffed
covered in
animals.
plushies.
I was literally blind, and I played better than anybody on the Twitch streams.
Shut up.
No, all the controls. I don't think I've touched anything on SFM's default controls. Mainly for the purpose of I could jump to anybody else's SFM. And
I literally have Blender. I don't think I have a goddamn default
but Blender
at all.
Blender does
Ever.
a lot of mid mouse buttons.
I actually have my 3D mouse for Blender, like, to actually properly work with it. It doesn't. How you do keyboard and mouse is beyond me. To be honest, I can't fucking imagine using keyboard and
Do
mouse
I need to
do...
open up the hours again?
No.
What is it?
You don't need to do the hours
No,
again,
and that's the
because
thing is-
then I'll just make the boob joke again.
Well, it's the same thing with them saying like.
Well, they were saying they don't want Andrew to play with the chest again.
What was the,
Let's not play with the chest again.
What was the
That
name,
was the bet.
What was the name of the other keyboard setup? It's not Hotas. Not Hotas. QWERTY. What was the other one?
Wait, which one?
The other keyboard setup. The other keyboard format.
QWERTY or... Well, they're two different keyboards.
I thought it started with a D.
It's QWERTY and DASIB or something. Or ASIB.
Yeah, it's whatever the other thing is.
I literally can't see straight. I have no idea what I'm writing.
You're up pretty well. Sort of.
What happened to the chest? She's right. Mid-Prem is right. What happened to the chest?
And Argo found the breastbone. Yeah.
Like, I can't on the fly do things because I don't know his setup.
I think QWERTY versus would be enough.
You have query.
Oh yeah, that would be it.
Oh dear.
Dvorak.
Dvorak. That's correct.
That's the other keyboard setup.
What did I
I
say?
think that QWERTY would be a
What did I
nice
say?
query.
I said something not even
Close.
remotely
No, no.
Dvorak.
It was close enough.
Something. It started with an A.
Okay,
Did I say Divorce?
No, you said something with an A first.
so
No, I said
Dvorak is a
No,
keyboard
you said
setup.
something with an A.
Okay, so the entire thought is that QWERTY was made originally
Andrew,
as a
auto power off.
QWERTY was originally designed as a keyboard setup.
Yes, I'm sober.
Yeah, Denise doesn't drink.
44
anymore.
seconds
I
left.
can't
42
drink
seconds.
beer.
I am hitting the button. There we go.
Oh, we're all good.
I can't drink beer and stuff, so I'm just saying.
QWERTY was the original intent, and again, I'm not going to say if this is true or not, was that QWERTY was originally designed as a method to slow down typers on typewriters to prevent them from typing too fast. That has been kind of debunked, but that if you were to look at the most efficient way to type things as of today, that a Dvorak keyboard.
Well, it's because you have 70% of words all on.
Yeah,
right there.
the 70% of letters are within the home row.
A-O-E-U-I instead of A-E-I-O-U. A-O-U-E-I-D-H-T-N-S.
But
which would cover at least 80% of, or 70% of English words.
But they did a comparison, and they found that it was a 5% increase in performance.
Well, to be honest, though, that was with people who were learned on QWERTY keyboards.
But I would think that they would not do this unless somebody was already a pretty learned Dvorak.
That's not true.
It depends on who did the study.
You can shut up because you can't prove it. I can't prove it either. But
I can't.
But
if you were to use all vowels on
but
one hand, hand for vowels would literally eliminate all finger movement to the vertical. Period.
Mid-Prem says, but with QWERTY you can play the horse game.
That is true. She is correct.
What is the horse
She
game?
is true. I don't know what.
I'm pretty sure it just means that.
Is that the stairs?
It's just
That's the stairs game where you take Twilight down the stairs and you have to do the QWERTY.
No, but the
steps.
No, the QWERTY game is, I think, well, unless it's the step game where you have to do whatever. But
Is
whatever.
your controller doesn't count.
Anyways, so that the QWERTY keyboard was supposedly designed as a way to inhibit your abilities. Well, Dvorak is supposed to be to inhibit your abilities. Well, they found that
Your
inhibit.
Your level of animation is dropped drastically as soon as I got here. Exponentially.
The
even.
purpose of the stream.
We are talking about keyboards.
We're 40
now.
minutes over. We're doing an average.
We're doing keyboards now, though.
But the point was that the difference between the two was considered to be low enough that was this enough to make it worthwhile switching to reteach everybody keyboards? No.
To roll over his point, though, QWERTY with feetsies. I actually knew a guy. I actually helped him out in high school and middle school. He didn't have his arms. He was born with a birth defect. He only had his feet. He could type faster than I could with his feet on a QWERTY keyboard. It was amazing.
That doesn't say something for him. I think it's just something for you.
I can type really fast.
How much?
By the way, at least 100 words a second.
Oh, BS.
Back in middle school.
Back in middle school.
It was. I used to be very
Let's do the test.
No, please. I used to be very, very fast. I'm not anymore.
Let's do the test.
I have FPS hands now. God damn it! Oh, Jesus Christ!
All right.
And I used to be able to do very, very fast.
I want to see.
He used to outpace me.
Hold on. We're gonna have Andrew take the test first.
I'm not.
Do you want me to take it first?
Yes.
Okay.
We're both incredibly intoxicated.
I know, but this is fun.
I know. That's great. We're an average.
But I've had more than one.
All right.
Okay.
Shush. He's got to take the test.
Okay, I'm just gonna go so bad.
That makes sense. My chances are fucked. I'm so done. I'm so done.
Okay, so wait. First I need to check.
We gotta say night to
Okay,
blah, blah.
Good night, blah blah.
Oh, all right. Good night, blah blah. Thanks for coming by. I'm sorry I haven't read chat enough.
We haven't done anything at all for the last 3 hours.
All right. So it doesn't start until I start typing.
Okay.
Even though I've read this like 4 times, I have no idea what it says.
Aesop.
Okay.
Guys, I used to be very, very fast typing, but I also.
Oh my god!
Oh no, he's only on the 15th word. I'm playing. This isn't me. Don't laugh at him. He's drunk. We're both so drunk. Don't start.
No,
dude. He's fine. Leave him alone. Look at the typewriting he's doing. It's fine. I actually. I'm gonna go pee first. Go right to typing.
Oh! I normally can get like 120. I have no idea what I just said. I thought I did better than 6 errors. Holy shit! Oh my god!
Well, when you can't see straight, you can't exactly type very well.
Well, no, actually, the biggest problem was that I knew there was an error, but I couldn't back up far enough. Because normally I can go, I'm back 4, go back 4, and I'm fine. But I kept going back 3. Average? I am normally literally, I've done tests before, I'm sitting in the 90 to 120 range.
I think the last time I did, I was 55.
But I have drank way too much. So, considering that I am, after being completely intoxicated, sitting in the average range.
You can't even speak straight.
I consider that actually very good. I am actually very happy with the result.
He's slurring.
Alright, Kyle.
You got 34?
Retake test. Alright.
I have to.
All
right, Kyle.
Really slurring.
All right, Kyle. I got 40. I don't even know what I got.
Oh
You
dear,
got,
he's.
you got 34 adjusted.
I got 34. I'm normally at 100 and something.
Where's your?
Don't adjust the chair.
No, where's your increase
Okay,
though?
it says, we are judging you very harshly right now, says mid-prem.
Well, I don't know if I can do this without.
Wait. Make sure. Okay.
Do your best, Kyle.
Yeah, I have no. I just started typing.
Oh boy. God, your keyboard is a little bit odd.
We understand.
No
you don't have a
excuses.
keyboard.
Oh god. Oh, this is bad.
I can't break during this.
Oh my god. They're actually.
They say, believe in yourself, Kyle.
Your keyboard actually.
What are the favorites?
Let's
see.
Oh my god. Man, I can't fucking do this right now. I was reading one word ahead.
Just says you didn't capitalize Aesop.
Your keyboard is fucking stupid.
Mid-prep says, oh my god!
I've had 2 more shots than that guy, so is that half of what you got?
I'll give you another chance. You can
I really don't want no chance. I'm actually stealing a little bit. St. Patrick's Day has curbed my typewriting.
the powder of green.
And oh, the powder of green.
Wait, play the typing game.
You sure you don't want to try again? Actually, wait. Okay.
Play the typing game.
Okay, wait, Kyle, in defense, I had 6 errors. I had 34, I think, words per second. I am so fast.
You were so drunk.
So,
oh my god.
You had 15 words per minute. I had double that, but you only had 4 errors. You had 2 less than me. You sure you don't want to try again? I'll give you another shot.
I really can't.
I'll give you another shot. I'll give this as a freebie.
Oh, Michael posted what he got.
Uh-oh.
Look at that sober guy. Do it.
So
Look at that error 0.
Michael kicked both our asses. Are you sure you don't want to try again? Are you sure you don't want to try to beat Michael?
I really
Look at that face, that smug face.
Mid-prom says, it's okay, you are both losers in spirit.
I am a loser in spirit, god damn it.
I will agree with that.
I can train now. How about training? What can I train with?
Oh god.
Quick tour.
That's going to take
7
thinking,
minutes.
Kyle. Are you
That's
sure?
gonna take thinking.
No. Let's go to the smart review.
Oh god!
My name is Julie. Yes, my name is Julie. Let's give you some sampling words.
Very good, Kyle.
Oh my god!
Oh, how did you type that out? It's because I hit the slash bar. It's really difficult when you're not right. It told me it wasn't right, so I had to do it again.
My lungs hurt!
You can do, Kyle. I believe in you. Fuck!
Mid-prep says see-poo.
Can you give one more? One more! No! Yeah, give my chair back.
Kyle is completely red on the floor.
Hey, actually, you got 82% accuracy.
Oh, 80% accuracy, huh?
You are so red right now.
Oh
my god.
Fuck that. I'm
Got
too
me a
lazy.
little over the edge, yes.
Have you been drinking water?
I have.
All
been,
right.
yes.
Oh yeah, we're here for doing
More than
this.
Argo.
I literally. I
Wow. You
I
look
need,
like...
Wow.
I need to drink some water just from laughing at you people.
I need, give me your. Chug the rest of the water. Do it. Do it now.
Yeah, bro. Oh, let me
No,
finish this
no,
first.
not.
This is on.
No, boost! Cider! Water! Water!
There you
What am
go.
I supposed to do with this?
I don't know. It's yours now.
Massa. No, pour it on massa. Give me that glass. Come on. You need water. I need water too.
Kitty says meow.
Meow.
Wow.
Rocco says wow.
The funny thing is that I can't type or shit, but I can still look at this and immediately know what I need to add.
Can you actually do it though?
Wow. Wow.
It's probably because I've probably spent more hours doing this than I have doing typing.
Wow. You look like...
But the problem is I don't know whether what I'm looking at is correct or not. That is probably not correct.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe you should
You
call
look
it
like
a
shit.
night.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to. We're only an hour over, so. Oh, I haven't finished this one yet. Hold on.
Oh God.
It's still good, actually.
Well, it looks like Kyle will be staying over for a couple hours.
So, as of note, a whiskey with vanilla orange is actually pretty good. I didn't think it would be. So, anyways,
Especially when you're drunk.
so we're over. I'm gonna probably finish that over the weekend or whenever I remember that I had worked on that.
I
So,
can remind you.
that's not how this works.
No, Kyle is not still on the floor. He's getting water.
Yeah. So, Kyle's being a good boy. It really confused me why suddenly I had a picture of a house here. So,
I told you. Was that literally just a Midwestern house that you had on your screen for there a second?
thank you.
I am not still on the floor. Excuse me. I was getting water. If I was still on the floor, then
It'd be hilarious.
It would be something else.
I was gonna call it here because I'm pretty
Guys, you
sure
become one with the
I'm pretty sure we're all done here.
Well, we're not done. We're
dog.
You haven't animated for the last hour, so
We haven't been able to even type. Well, I typed 34 words per minute. You were typed 15.
I was laughing too hard.
Okay, I will
Your
give you.
face was red.
I was making you
I
laugh,
know.
but okay. Anyways, so
I am yes.
this anyway.
St. Patrick's Day, everybody! Happy
Yeah.
Green Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy street. Whatever. I don't care. It's Friday. It's still Friday. It's still Friday. Words are hard. I don't know. I have a cat. I don't care. So.
You got cider in your eye? Was it my cider? If it was my cider, that'd be hilarious.
I don't know. Just like. Anyways. So, thanks for coming by. Anyways, so if you're watching this later, I apologize for whatever the hell just happened.
This is what happens when Kyle, sung by Hultquist, was in the stream today. It was!
I'm literally unable to see straight. So, anyways, thank you. Anyway, so have a good night and have a good weekend, and I will.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Am I streaming? I'm streaming Tuesday.
Oh,
I
that's
think.
been from
I'm streaming Tuesday unless I'm still drunk then.
First time trying cider. No, thank you too.
You haven't tried cider before?
I gave
she's
her
never
one
tried
via
cider.
mail. Thank you for streaming. Good night.
Night night. Night night, peoples.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night,
Whatever.
guys.
Anyways, good night. Good night. Whatever. Bye. Tuesday.
Tuesday. Today is Friday.